it is a weird thing to give people. Just be like, especially if people who are like, yo, I'm like, we're fucked. And be like, here's a month, dude. And you're like, thanks, man. Like, what do I do with it? It's like, yeah, it's a month, dude. It's yours.
I think it's a good way to appease the people who you think are lower than you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just like we gave you a month, and it's like, what do I do with this? They're like, well, nothing. It's not even like building a statue. It's just like, we're giving you an abstract idea.
Yeah.
This is your month.
Well, the reason they do it half and half is because, like I said, the September 16th, and then the fact celebrating started out as it started off as a week. So first we got a week, then we got better, and they're like, we're gonna give you a month. So I appreciate it to the deep state. Thank you for giving us a month. I really enjoyed that.
Yes, it also might be. It's probably something to keep people fighting too, because it's like they gave Gay Sex Month is June. It's all of June, right?
I wouldn't know, but I'm happy for them.
I'm gonna pause myself. I know exactly when it is. It's June. It's June. It's definitely June. Black History Month is February.
Yes.
I think that was a clear attack.
I didn't know about Black History Month until like maybe 6th grade.
Really?
Yeah, I grew up on a border town. And so like we didn't get MLK Day off or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh shoot, there's a whole month.
Yeah. True. I walked into Juarez one time. I didn't know anything about like.
What year?
It would have been like 2008.
Oh yeah, that's like one of the worst years you can go.
I didn't know. I was like, because I was working in, I think Albuquerque. No, I think it was Albuquerque. That's what I think of borders. And I was working in Albuquerque, and my boss was like, yeah, dude, like I'm going to do meetings for the day. Just like take the afternoon. You can like walk right into Mexico if you want. And I was like, hell yeah, because you used to be able to just walk back and forth.
Yeah.
So I was like, nice. I'm gonna take a little, gander through here. And I walked in. I'm looking around, and I was like, this is kind of fucked, dude. I was like, what the hell is going on? I was like, I don't know, maybe it's a little different. I was walking around, and they had like a little plaza, and then there was like these rows of bars and like no drogas, pistolas, and I know enough Spanish to read. I'm like, at least they're being safe about like like guns and drugs and these.
No, if you smoke weed there, they'll arrest you quickly.
They'll fuck you up, yeah,
especially around that time.
Yeah, a guy came to my aid. I was walking down like deeper and deeper into it. And a dude came and was like, "Senor, no." He's like, "That's the red zone, dude. Get out of here." And he took me into like the plaza, and I was like, "All right, thanks, bro."
Yeah, they'll kidnap you real quick.
Oh yeah, I was a walking duck, dude. I was just walking around being like, "Wow,
I'm happy
so different
that I got to enjoy like the last few years of border town nightclubs, which is like 2000 to 2004 was like the peak.
Oh no.
Right, and it was like Sodom and Gomorrah for children.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it like 18 to enter or 21 to drink situation?
It was like you can be 12 and enter. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So you could just hit the club at 12?
Yeah. So I was going at 16, but I had friends that were there. They were 13, 14 years old, right? And we'd all get our money together, and we'd buy a bottle
of Mountain Dew
of Buchanan's.
What?
Yeah, so the drink
is that whiskey?
It's a Irish liqueur, I think.
Oh my god!
But I didn't know that. We all called it Bucanas.
Yeah. And
so we order Bucanas and Sprite, and we drink that all night, and we get a VIP table for $100, and we each put in $10.
Is it not open anymore?
No. The place was called Frida's, and then they had the new one called Alaskan, which we all liked because it was so hot, and they'd blow cold air through the floor and stuff.
Fuck, dude.
Which was gross because the floor is disgusting.
Yeah.
So everybody's just getting sick. And then people started getting kidnapped and shot. So we're like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't go anymore.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Those places are weird where it's like 18 to enter, 21 to party. It's like, dude.
Or
21 to drink, 18 to party, 21 to drink.
Well, no, it doesn't matter the age. Anybody could drink in there.
Yeah.
What was weird was we'd be 15, 16 years old, and we'd go in as a group, and then you'd have these 35-year-old little Mexican men holding flowers in their best suit, and they're trying to get into the club, and they won't let them enter. Right?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah, exactly. But there was a lot of people who graduated like in the 90s that were there, that it's like, obviously, you're 28, you're partying with 15-year-olds in Mexico, which is legal.
It's legal, but it has to be frowned upon. It has to be like, dude, what the fuck?
No, we thought they were the coolest.
Really?
Yeah. Like the girl that I took to prom, I
was married. It's like a 40-year-old.
She was dating a drug dealer.
No.
Yeah. And like it was weird because after prom we went to go pick him up, and then I had to drive them to South Padre Island, and they're in the back making out. And
your prom date?
Yeah. Because I was like in love with her.
Yeah, true.
And then, but he was cool. He bought me my own hotel room, so that was.
Did he?
Yeah, that's very nice
you
of
can
him.
Go beat off in here.
Yeah, so I can hear him fuck my prom date in the next room.
Damn, dude, how old was this guy?
She was 18, so
okay.
He must have been 24, 25.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. And you knew the whole time. She's like, I have a boyfriend.
I knew that it was, I don't know what it was. I mean, first of all, I in my head, I was like, I'm in love with this girl, right? But she just had really big titties and a pretty face.
Oh yeah, obviously.
But apparently later I found out that that he was at their parents' house saying he was gonna fuck me up if I like touched her at all, because he knew like I had a crush on her and shit.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But I'm like this skinny kid, and he's like this older dude. It was weird.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
But he was just like, he gave you his blood. You asked basically for her hand in prom.
No. She asked me to prom.
What?
Yeah.
She was trying to get you fucking killed, dude. This is fucking femme fatale, dude.
She couldn't take him to prom. He wanted to go to prom with her.
Oh, but he couldn't go.
And yeah, they're like, there's no way you're taking a 20-something-year-old to fucking prom. And so she's like, well, I'll take this dude because I know that he ain't gonna try shit.
Yeah.
And I looked good in a suit. So
true. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. I got my aunt's Nissan Maxima, and I thought I was the shit. And I was like, this is the night I take her.
You thought you were going to show her what's up. Like, this is the night.
Yeah.
Did you ever give her one of those talks like, you shouldn't be hanging out with him, he's bad news, or it's just like all business?
No, I was fucking, it was worse than that, because it was just like type of things that were, I'm trying to bring up arguments that they can have later. I'm like planting seeds, and I'm playing the best friend role. I'm a piece of shit.
No, I mean, dude, it's, took two to tango. Someone had to do that.
But I could have taken, like, there was this hot Brazilian girl who wanted to go to prom with me, and I was like, nah, I don't want her. I don't, and I went with this girl, and I'm a fucking idiot,
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I don't, till this day, I'm like, I'm fucking dumb. That's the stupidest shit ever.
Nah, that happens. Is she still well and fine, or did she go to the ways of the life?
I don't really know. I'm lying. I saw her on Facebook. She's doing great. She's doing great.
Well, that's like a rite of passage, unfortunately, for high school girls, is to like date a drug dealer at some point.
Well, I think I was just like, every girl that I really liked, he dated, and it would fucking suck.
Fuck this guy, dude.
He was like, there was like two other ones. One was a track star, and I really liked her, but he was also fucking her. But I never went and told her, hey, he's cheating on you. For some reason, I knew in my head, don't fucking do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, because he'll kill you.
True.
Yeah.
Was he that like legit, or like?
No.
I was gonna say, if he was in the house, did you guys slow dance though?
No.
What?
No, we didn't do it. We took pictures.
You didn't even get like that silky dress feeling at prom?
No.
God.
No, we took pictures.
Brother, I still remember it, dude. I still remember it. anything my wife wears like remotely silky, I'm always kind of like, oh my God. It's just I could, if you could just play Casey and JoJo, I could just sit there for 3 minutes and sway.
I remember John B. I remember hearing John B. I remember going out to eat, and she was angry the whole time because, and I ruined at the beginning because she walked in, and she was one of those that didn't need makeup, was pretty already, but whoever put the makeup on her caked that shit on.
Yeah.
And when she walked in, I went, ooh, who did your makeup? That was the first fucking thing I said to her.
Yeah, at one point to the bad boy.
Well, I was also kind of mad because knowing that nothing's going to come of this.
True, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I was being a little passive aggressive.
That's fair. That's actually fair. I got sick on my prom. I had a fever, and I still, unfortunately, was trying to be like, can I just please get a hand job? I don't feel well. I don't feel well, please. No, I was like, I just went home, and I was like, that sucked.
In the limo?
No, we weren't even in a limo. I think I just drove. I just drove with a fever. I took like way over the recommended amount of Advil or whatever it was to like try to like tamper it down.
Yeah.
So that I could hopefully, bust. And I just was so sick, and my head was spinning, and I was just like, the whole night I felt terrible.
What sucked was my best friend, I wanted to go like with our dates together, and they couldn't because my date and her friends fucking hated his date. So he had to go separately, right?
Yeah.
And I remember that next day, he was like, hey, give me a ride home. I was like, where's your date? And he's like, man, she left me for a dude on the beach.
Jesus, man.
And I remember being like, you're a fucking loser, bro.
Like, dude, I got a room, man.
You're a loser. Yeah.
There was a dude on the beach?
There was a dude.
That's seductive, though, as well. You guys were up against, like, the sexiest dudes in the world.
No, we're just two mama's boys. Like, we were just sheltered kids.
Yeah.
And these are horny valley girls because we lived on a border town. The South Padre Islands where we were.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we just didn't.
So you lived on the island off of?
No, we lived in a small town called Weslaco, which is like 5 minutes from the border.
Gotcha, yeah.
And so the place to go was South Padre Island, the beach, which is like 45 minutes away.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited we're so close to Mexico. I was from Philadelphia, so it's nice that it's like right there. I was telling my wife, I was like, holy shit, dude, we were like right there.
It's not really that good right now.
I know. That's what, my mom actually talked her out of going. She was going to go down there. My mom's like watching Fox News all the time. She was just like, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. And she was like, yeah, my friends went there, so you probably could be fine. But yeah, I went to Brazil and got robbed twice, so I'm kind of like,
Oh shit.
yeah. Well, no, I got robbed. Sorry, once in Brazil, but I got robbed multiple times in Philadelphia. But yeah, you can get fucked up down there, dude. That's what it's like. You never know.
There's safe places to go. Like
Yeah.
if you go to like the touristy areas and you stay in that tourist
Yeah,
area.
I can't help it though, dude. I always look and I'm like, I'm fine, and then I don't pay any attention.
The problem is though, the cops can get you too.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. They'll pull you over and say you did something, trumped up charges, and then charge you right there.
And you got to pay. They just want the payout.
Yeah. Just give them like you pay your ticket right there.
That's kind of cool. I could get into that though. Of like doing the whole shakedown and being like, all right, boys. You feel kind of cool to be able to bribe cops.
Well, I
can't do that. In America, you need like way more money to bribe cops.
Or, I mean, just know the right people. You know what I mean?
True.
If you have a Freemason sticker on your car or something.
For real, does that work?
I don't know.
Fuck, I gotta get
I just see it on cars and I'm like, I guess so.
I think it is. My wife was a cop for a while. So
Really?
oh yeah, she for a couple of years. So I had the cop sticker on my car. It might still be on there. I think it works. I one time blew a stop sign. It was like an accident. I just didn't see it. And I like blew it and hit my brakes in the middle of the intersection. I saw a cop behind me and he pulled up on me. And he just I think he was just reading my plates and was like, oh fuck it, he's fine.
Yeah.
They do work.
Do you have like a sticker, like a blue line?
FOP. No, FOP medallion. I think that's probably double protection. If you hit them with like the ideological, like I love cops.
Yeah.
Now I will say this, now that my wife was a cop, because my family was kind of like meh on cops, because they all like were driving trucks, and that's a natural enemy, cops and truck drivers. Because cops crush truck drivers.
I know that.
They hit them with fines. Yeah, it's the same thing. They just like wait and they're like, oh man, your chains it should be this way or that way. They're like, that's $5,000. It's a huge revenue stream for townships.
Yeah.
You just like crush truckers.
How is it in Philadelphia? Because at the end of the month, you just see everybody being pulled over. You know what
With
I mean?
the quota?
Yeah.
They claim, and this is from directly inside, they claim there's no quota, but there is what they call there's activity logs, and they do pay attention to how much activity you have. So there's not like a direct quota, but there's like indirect incentives to like increase your activity. So if you don't have like any activity, they're going to be like, dude, you're telling me there was nothing, you didn't see anything to do.
So you got to go find it at the end of the month.
Yeah, or it's just like, it's not even monthly. It's just kind of something they pay attention to. Like if you're a cop and you get like a gun bust, then like they're like, hey, good job, and like everyone, they're really cognizant of that. So there's like those little jobs add up. There's like they do something, but it's not like we need you to get 30 tickets. They're just kind of like, yo, man, why don't you have any activity?
I think it depends on the town. Like if you have a town of 5,000 people and there's no tourism or it's a shit town, you need that to survive.
Oh yeah, dude. Exactly. That's built. They definitely need that money because there's the tax base, and then there's like what the cops are out drumming up. So yeah, they do need the money, and they set up speed traps for a reason. They got caught in New Jersey setting up the red light. Do you guys have red light cameras down here?
Yeah, but they don't send tickets or anything like that.
They just snap a pic.
Yeah, they snap pictures.
Like, motherfucker. No, they got caught speeding up the yellow lights so that more people would get caught in that like half a second window, ticketed, and they got busted. Someone went out and measured the yellow light. Like that's not a standard 2.5 seconds or whatever it was.
Who was out there measuring the yellow light?
Dude, I could agree. I could see it. If after your third one, you're like, I swear to God, that fucking light's not long enough. And you go out and time it. And you're like, motherfuckers.
Does that mean they'd have to give back all the money from the tickets, or it's just like, fuck you, whatever?
They're not giving it back. But they had to go out and fix it. And then some like local council person probably got disgraced.
It's weird here because Austin is the anomaly where here the rules are completely different. And then as soon as you get a little bit further north or into Buda and Kyle, it changes completely. So if you're caught with just a little bit of weed, depending on the cop, they're like, all right, we're taking you in, doing all this shit.
That's what I heard. I heard if you have like so in Austin, if you have like a vape cartridge, they don't like send you to jail.
They'll confiscate it. They don't give a shit, really.
Yeah, I got nervous. I was flying out of Texas, and I'm always I just like put it under my shoes through the airport because I didn't know if the airport would be like more strict because we were in Texas, but luckily, whatever. But I knew a guy who got caught with like a vape cartridge down here. He's like, yeah, dude, I got like booked. Like I went to jail.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks.
It depends on the cop and it depends on how small of a town and where you're at. Because they even had it where like this guy had brownies and they weighed the glass with the brownies. Yeah, I don't know if that's folklore.
No. I knew someone that happened to someone I know at a festival. They made brownies and they got charged with the possession of 5 pounds of marijuana. And it was like, dude, you couldn't get a lawyer to fight that. Like, no. I'm like, I could have argued that.
It's weird. Like the cops really don't give a shit because there's this place right here where the old studio was. It's called Fifth and a Half, and it's right. You know where Vulcan's at? Yeah. So the next building over behind it, where they're doing construction, that's where they do all their drugs. Like they sell drugs, they do like heroin, crack, whatever.
Who does? Does everybody?
Mostly homeless people.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So there's like a building they can do drugs in and stuff.
Yeah, in fact, for South,
is it vacant or is it like someone kind of like running like a weird
Well, they've walked horses through there to like get everybody out before, but everybody just comes back to Fifth and a Half. In fact, for South by, I remember watching them clean, like with Dawn. They putting Dawn on the street and they're scrubbing and cleaning and everything because they're getting ready for their South by.
Oh yeah.
And
So
now there's construction there, and the alleyway is only about like 3 feet wide. It's still packed all the way through.
damn, the homeless here is pretty bad, isn't it?
Because there's a homeless shelter not too
Right
far.
on 6th Street, yeah, it's or wherever that is, right around there.
It
It just seemed thick. The first time I came to Austin, it was like, damn, it's thick. But I was in that area, right, of like the Creek and Cave and all that stuff.
yeah.
So it's a super thick home. So it's not that bad, you're saying, compared to like
Not as bad anymore. Also, I've been down here for a year and a half.
Yeah,
And so you get to know them. You know what I mean?
true.
And so there's like 3 of them that I will never give money to ever.
Heard that.
And then there's other people where whenever I see them, like, you want water? You want? Because
Yeah.
I've seen them like stick up for people. I've seen like crazy at like this poor crackhead got punted in the face.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
He was trying to sell crack on somebody else's.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I kicked him.
They kicked him right in the head. There's a lady
Sucks.
in the diaper who plucks out her hair. And I've seen the progression of when she was out here, she looked 24. Now she looks like 40.
Oh man.
Yeah. Great tits though. Great
Really?
tits, yeah.
Still?
Still
Oh,
has great tits.
Fuck, that's awesome.
Yeah. The face went to shit, but the tits.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I want to. Yeah, that'd be nice to start a foundation. Just save like homeless ladies. Like you see the young, beautiful homeless ladies that like it'd be nice to set up a thing of like hit them with some like Botox, keep them hot, preserve them, preserve their beauty.
She's very well tanned, like because she's naked most of the
bet,
time
yeah.
except a diaper, and she fills that diaper up.
God damn, don't tell me that.
Yeah, she fills that diaper up.
Really?
Yeah.
You're telling fill it out or she fills it up?
No,
with,
no,
like-
she fills it up with shit.
She
and
uses
piss.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
she uses it. She uses
That's
it.
responsible. At least I saw a lady piss on a bus stop bench. She pulled her pants down,
Yeah.
like just recently, pissed on it, then stood up and like wiped herself politely, and then like threw the trash away. And it was kind of like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, you're so close, dude. You're so close.
Don't give a shit.
You're so close. All you had to do was find a bathroom.
The one on 6th Street that I used to have my studio at,
Mhm.
there was a lady, I don't know why, but my front door was where she wanted to masturbate constantly. Yeah, at least
Really?
at least twice a month.
I'm sorry to hear that. Dude. That's gotta be
She was
difficult.
not a pretty lady.
I know, but
she was
still.
not a pretty lady.
But still, of
Yeah.
all the things that could potentially be done, there's like my friend had a driveway where people would like shit in it constantly,
Yeah.
all that stuff. But yeah, people would fuck in there as well. And it's like he's got the camera, and it's pretty awkward to watch. Actually,
It was like
it's always very fast too.
Yeah. It was like, well, they got shit to do.
True.
It was like Night of the Living Dead when I first came here. Like, I would try to blend in, and I'd put up my hoodie and I had my backpack, and,
Yeah,
walk,
yeah, it's
and nobody
good,
would fuck with me, right?
Mhm.
And then, and I was there constantly, so they just thought, oh, he's just another vagrant here. You know
True.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, I would try to blend in because 10 o'clock in the morning, they're up and they're looking for their shit.
Yeah.
There was one that I did make a kind of a connection with, not a
Nice.
connection, but I heard him
Mhm.
where he was shouting about the water wars of 2032.
Really?
Yeah, he's shouting.
I do like to hear when they go super futuristic. I like to sit
Yeah.
down and talk to them because they might know.
He was like, I'm telling them.
2032 is a water war.
2032, I'm telling them. He's shouting in the sky. And I looked at him and I was like, I hear you, bro. And he was like, he was so happy that somebody fucking heard him.
Well, so that lady, is she still come back to masturbate, or like is that like what do you do?
No, well, because I'm on this side now on 5th Street, so I don't have that issue anymore. Also, there's a new city ordinance, so a lot of them.
No masturbating outside.
Well, that's one of them. That's one of them. The scary one is the dudes who start jacking off on the street, which I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
There was a family coming down, and I had just passed him, and they had little kids, and I didn't know how to tell them, don't go that way.
Yeah, this guy's jerking
This
off.
guy's jerking off.
They're gonna think you're all
Yeah, they think I'm the weirdo. And then my friend's voice popped in my head and goes, that's none of your business. And I was like, you're right. And I just kept walking.
Yeah, true. But it's a nice thing to stop, to be like, yo, there's a guy down there. You can whisper it to the mom. You can be like, there's a guy fucking jerking off down there.
Well,
Excuse me, ma'am.
well, in my
I
head,
gotta talk to your mother right now. Excuse me. There's a man with his penis out. It's hard as fuck. And he's about to come. He's so close to coming. Be careful.
by the time you get there, he's going to climax. I promise you.
He's gonna see you. He's gonna fucking jizz, dude. Be careful.
Well, it also freaks me out. Like, what the fuck are you doing taking your kids to 6th Street? You know what I mean?
Dude, yeah. My mother-in-law came here and the Uber driver's like, you should go down to 6th Street. And I was like, what? Like, no, it's not. Don't go down there.
Maybe if you're going to go to Voodoo Donuts, go to Voodoo Donuts, get your donut and get the fuck out of there. But
Get
don't,
out, yeah.
don't take it, especially during the day like that. People
Yeah.
think, oh, at night, that's when it's dangerous. No. At night, there's DPS all across the street. There's cops everywhere. During the day, there ain't nobody out there.
Yeah, it's just the bros.
Yeah, doing drugs and masturbating on the street. So, yeah, don't take your kids out there.
Just jerking off and getting high. You know, that's the weird thing too. It's like, all right, so like people are always like, we got to give them houses. It's like, go ahead. Who's gonna? You want to clean it? Well, it's gonna be pretty fucking gnarly.
They move. A lot of them move back out to like the wilderness.
Really?
Yeah, because when it was 2021, when things were first opening up here in Austin, and it was so weird because I'm in a wine bar right on 6th Street, and then under the bridge, it's just encampments. Like all the bridges, just tents everywhere, right? Yeah. Everybody's setting up. And then the windows open, and you can see right behind you all the homeless people.
From the wine bar?
From the wine bar, right? And
Damn,
then
should have told the guy, like, can you block that?
I told him, I started yelling at him saying, this is what's called a K-shaped recovery right here. This and that. Then I kept doing that, and they were just like, they started turning.
Wait, what did you say? K-shaped recovery?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So it's like the rich people after the pandemic went up, and poor people just kept getting poor.
Yeah, true.
So it's a K-shaped recovery.
True.
I heard it on YouTube.
Yeah, how does that happen? I always hear that. There was like 40 new billionaires made during the thing, and poor people got poorer, and it's like...
If you have assets.
Yeah.
If you don't have assets, then you just got poor because your money got devalued.
Oh, that's what it is. And then if you had assets, I still don't know. I have no idea how any of that shit works. Like if you have assets, your assets go up, but the money gets devalued.
Well, your assets aren't really going up. It's just the money's becoming devalued. And I don't have an economics degree, and I'm broke all the time. But this is what I've seen, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or heard from.
Yeah.
So it's not really that it's way more expensive or your stuff became way more valuable. It's just the currency went to shit.
Oh, that's what it is. The eggs became like expensive as fuck and all that stuff. Yeah, true.
And then I think just drugs became more readily available.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I didn't listen to any of that stuff. When everyone had to stay inside, I was like, never. There was like, you could get stuff done during that whole pandemic. Everyone was sleeping. I was like, dude, I'm out here. I'm going to do what I got to do.
That's exactly, yeah.
It's good. I'm telling you, that fucked a lot of people up, especially if you're doing stand-up and you just stop doing stand-up for a year.
Yeah.
Or you just like don't do. I mean, I actually was doing it pretty few and far between. I actually started doing it again, I think, during the pandemic. I think I was taking off and I was like, I gotta go back.
I took only 2 months off.
Did you?
And I got a rash of shit for coming back, and I'm killing their grandma and all this shit. And
I mean, I know I can't let this go, but it's like, why didn't everyone who was worried about it stay inside? And they should have been like, if you're not worried, go outside. If you're worried, stay inside. Whoever's not worried about it can do the damn thing. Whoever's worried about it, chill.
That's not. I don't think that's what it was about. You know, showing your what is it called when you're not grandstanding?
Virtue signaling.
Virtue signaling. Yeah. When you're virtue signaling. I mean, I got told check your privilege and
for going outside,
going out, and they're like, "What if you have a family member that's sick?" I was like, "My wife has asthma.
True.
She can die.
She's ground zero."
Yeah.
That's what I had to tell my wife because we were a new family right at the start of it, so I had to be like, dude, like. She's like, but what if? I'm like, then we'll fucking die, dude. Like, we're doing this.
That was the vaccine. So,
like, that's it. That's what's up. And she was like,
well, this is how I got out of the vaccine with my wife because she was an essential worker.
Boost.
She was an essential worker, so she had to get it, right?
Yeah.
For her work.
Yeah.
And then this is what I told her. I go, you know what? You're probably right. It's probably not going to have any bad effects. But on the 1% chance that it does, shouldn't somebody around for the kids? She's like, damn, I can't get around that logic.
So you did like you do in case you die. She did have to get it.
Yeah, she did have to get it.
Yeah.
And she got super sick from it. And I was like, oh, I remember her shaking next to me. I was like, well, how's that booster coming? She was like, shut the fuck up.
She should just fake the card. A lot of people just fake that card. There was no centralized database.
No, but she wanted.
Yeah, true. You're saying she's in the medical
She's
field.
a very much a rule follower.
Yeah.
And I'm very much, the more you pressure me to do something, the more I'm like, why? Why the fuck are you doing this?
Yeah.
And I mean, I did get it really, really bad and got double pneumonia and almost died. But yeah, I didn't get the.
You were right. You were right, dude. I got nailed. I got it and it fucked. I didn't get it that bad, but it was. I remember it hit me and I was like, this sucks. It was probably felt like the worst flu I've ever had for like a day and a half, and then it was like the fever dropped and I just was full of like liquid. It was disgusting.
I couldn't breathe. I remember I looked up Wim Hoffman breathing exercise.
You did the Wim Hof.
I was going. Like for 24 hours.
Damn, dude.
Straight. And I remember like.
Did you go to the hospital?
She forced me to go to the hospital so I can go get the monoclonal antibody thing.
Sick.
Yeah, so I went and I got that, which helped out a lot. I had to go to this place called the Freeman Coliseum in San Antonio. And it's just a bunch of us. And it felt like an experiment because we're all just sitting next to each other with IVs in our arm. Like, we're all going to die of AIDS.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah, but it made me feel a lot better.
Oh, that's when the IV, the antibodies.
And then they cut that off for some reason.
Yeah, because it fucking worked probably. And they were like, no. Everyone has to get this fucking thing. I was the same way. I was just like, it came out and I was like, I don't know, man. I was talking about this years before. I was like, dude, because they like ramped up this anti-vax shit like 2 years before the pandemic. I'm not saying they started the pandemic, but it's like, it was funny to me.
I'm just playing.
No, the weird part is like, stuff comes up in the news, in my opinion, at least for a reason. It's like before they invade a place, they're like, yo, you know what's fucked up right now in Kabul? They're actually kicking the fuck out of kids. And you're like, this is weird. This is on your radar. There typically seems to be like a ground softening of like, you know what's really fucked up we should all be thinking about? And it's like this place. And then the next thing you know, you're like, we got to fuck them up. And everyone's like, yeah, we should go fuck them up.
That's what scares me with Lindsey Graham. He's talking about going to war with Mexico and shit.
Why?
But
the cartel war.
He says the cartel war, but Mexico applied to the BRICS nations. It's Brazil, Russia, China, India, South Africa.
Why don't we just join BRICS too?
Because that's our enemy. We got to go against. They want to control the currency. That's our job.
Yeah, but true. But we can just join BRICS and dominate BRICS.
But they don't want us to join.
That's fucking bullshit. Let us in.
No.
Let us in. I want into BRICS, dude. Let us in.
Yeah, no, they don't want us to join, and it's crazy because France is like, we might join, and Germany and Japan.
Those motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah.
I got to start following the news. I found out Israel got crushed the other day.
Oh, dude, that's what I wake up in the morning. I just go to Twitter and I'm like, oh fuck, we're all gonna die. And I told my mom, I was like, you go to the bank right now and pull out $2,000 right now. She's like, why? I was like, you World War III, just pull up, just go ahead.
No, I think we're going to get, well, here's the thing. Either we're going to get to the brink of it and come back, which would be nice, or we're going to have to taste nuclear war, which would suck tremendously. But then if you really think about it, it would probably, it'd be terrible. So many people would die. But if you survive the nuclear holocaust, shit would be chill as fuck after that.
Well, yeah, because it'd be a lot less people.
A lot less people. People would be like, oh, okay, this is why we shouldn't use those things.
But there'd still be porn. There would still be porn.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that would last.
Think porn. Yeah, true. Yeah, people. I guess they're. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on where they hit.
I mean, there's porn everywhere.
True. Yeah, it would.
And there's just the catalogs of it. You know what I mean? It's going to be on somebody's computer.
The server. Yeah,
they're going to put it back out.
Someone would tap into a server, dig it up, and be like, "Oh my god, dude! So many categories. There's so many." But yeah, dude, everyone's talking like we're on the brink of this global war, which we may be on. But it's kind of fucking dumb too. It's like, dudes, you really think there's like someone's going to win? We're going to have a global. Otherwise, they'd have to strike. The only way, like, say, like the BRICS nations could win, they'd have to like strike really quick with a nuclear weapon on America, and like fucking nail us. But then it's like it's every man is going to be like, dude, we're fucking good.
I don't even think they need a nuclear weapon like a EMP, where they just take out the whole electrical grid. I mean, and then from within, you destroy yourself.
Yeah, we're doing a pretty shitty job at being united against those things. That's what pisses me off. We need a united front.
Well, see, okay, I'm gonna go full on conspiracy theorist now, right?
I'll have it.
So a lot of people hate Greg Abbott, and they're like, why the fuck would he do this thing where anybody can have a gun? You don't need to have background checks, no more, open carry, whatever. I think, and again, I'm just here in a basement. I don't know this shit. He's like, I see what's coming, and I want all my citizens armed. Because he also repatriated $40 billion worth of gold, and he brought all these Bitcoin miners.
Who's Greg Abbott? Who is Greg Abbott?
He's the governor in Texas.
Oh, really?
The guy in the wheelchair. You're gonna know. You're gonna find out. Everybody hates him. Like all
so
the
he
comics.
rules. He sounds like he fucking rules. He's a dude in a wheelchair.
You can't say that though.
He released gold, and he's telling everyone like, get your guns up.
Yeah,
dude. He's a fucking beast.
Yeah, but you can't say that.
People get mad about Greg Abbott.
Very mad.
What else is he? I mean, yeah, he probably.
Oh, he's very he's anti-abortion.
Yeah, I was just about to say he probably hates abortion.
He hates abortion. Yeah. But there's something about a guy in a wheelchair that it's like, he's not thinking with his dick.
True. True. That's a fair point.
Yeah.
He's got a clear line.
Yeah, exactly.
He's saying we need, and they're also smart as fuck. Stephen Hawking was smart as fuck. So maybe he knows that he's like the Stephen Hawking of fucking politics.
Well, I mean, he still does like his. So
I shouldn't compare. I don't know how. I know Stephen Hawking was. Like,
no, he's full on like when a wheelchair. Like I can do this.
Stephen Hawking couldn't even. Stephen Hawking couldn't even hit that.
And he was thinking with his dick still. Apparently,
he was getting jerked off. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's crazy that like nothing works, but his dick still worked.
Maybe his dick didn't work. Maybe it was just a visualization.
Yeah, we're getting milked. He might have been getting milked.
Yeah, I was going to say some ass play.
Full fucking milk, dude. That's so tough.
And if you think about it, he's just so limber that he can turn all the way around and look at it while he's getting done.
Oh, yeah, he can smile.
Yeah.
He can smile. He could roll his eyes while he's getting milked.
That's how you know it was ready.
So he's saying everyone get some fucking guns going. I mean, I don't know. It's like a lot of that stuff is you can start appealing to people just by saying shit, and people are like, fuck yeah, and they vote you in, and then you can be like, all right, you get to do the roads, you get to do this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I watched a video recently on, they say a lot of the problems with the conflict are around short-term or narrow goals, where it's like people are just like trying to get things done that like clearly infringe on other things, and it just doesn't really. There's the big change in thinking of our time is going to be more of like cooperative thinking or like wide range goals. Where like, all right, we're going to do this, and also try to kind of have some idea of the ripple effect it's causing. And like they're saying we're like reaching the apex of just like narrow goal setting and everyone clashing over like we're going to be this, we're going to be this, our oil price is going to drop, we need it to be lower, this, and then people just start blowing each other up, and it's like they're gonna have to sit down and be like, all right, we gotta stop blowing each other up. This is so fucking stupid.
I think
This doesn't fuck. This is crazy.
I think it's the death blows of a dying oligarch. Like these old fucks.
Yeah.
They wanted to see their plans come to fruition within their time, and they don't trust their kids to follow through with the plan.
True.
So they're like, all right, we're just gonna get sloppy with it and hurry the fuck up, and we're gonna get what we want done before I fucking die.
I don't even know what the fuck they want done. Like, what do you guys want? Just tell me. Just be
More.
like, here's what we want. We want this, and be like, all right, you guys can go ahead. Although they're trying to like buy the water in the farmland. I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm. Nestle purchased apparently. I don't know exactly. Nestle purchased a body of water.
Damn, that fucking homeless guy was right, dude.
Yeah, the water wars.
Fuck.
Nestle acquired water rights in San Bernardino Mountain when bought. Okay, so that was back in 1992. Does Nestle own water rights? Oh, here we go. But a 2017 investigation found Nestle was taking far more than its share, so 58 million gallons.
Damn, for the spring water.
So you can get those Crunch bars.
Don't they? No, they sell water, don't they? Nestle sells Pure Life or whatever.
I think might. I'm not sure.
That'd be tight. I'm gonna start a water company that takes natural spring water and turns it into filtered tap. Just run it through and add chlorine. That'd be pretty cool.
I got one of those alkaline systems at my house, and I don't know what it does for me at all. It just makes the water bubbly.
Yeah, they say it's supposed to decrease the acidity in your body because if you go out of alkaline, your body becomes an acidic environment.
Cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you drink like 3 of these a fucking day,
you kind of need the alkaline water. Yeah, that'll turn you pretty acidic.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean, dude, I'm stoked. I hope it comes to like people have to start. I hope it comes to like a really scary brink, and I hope we don't get pushed over. I mean, it's getting pretty bad right now, but it'd be nice for people to be like, all right, it's going to take a whole planet full of people of like slowly altering the way they think just a little bit.
I think that they tried a bunch of different. What it all comes down to me is the money's broken, and they're fighting for who gets to be in charge of the money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like we were spending like $1 trillion just this month alone because they know it's like, oh, let's just keep fucking spending. It's going to be worthless.
True. Yeah,
and it fucks over all the little people.
Oh, that makes sense. That's why you'd buy like farmland and lakes and shit because you're like, all right, we're going to need this stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, then you control the food because Bill Gates bought, I forgot how many acres of farmland. Okay.
Yeah, I love to know what he's up to. Well, I don't know.
He's bought 270,000 acres so far.
He's the largest owner in the United States?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he explains it. This is why he click the Yahoo Finance. I want to see why he does this. Oh, this is just a video? Oh, here we go. Okay. Why are you buying up so much? I own less than 1/4,000th of the farmland in the United States. I'm pretty done with math, but I still think that's a pretty big chunk.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, 1/4,000th.
Yeah, but the farmland, what kind of farmland do you own? Like, is it like the most productive farmland? You know what I mean?
Well, he says right there, it's not even him. He has a professional investment team that, whatchamacallit, that's pretty sick. Bezos-backed startup lets you become a landlord with $100. Tight. Maybe, I mean, dude, what if these guys just fucking rule? What if these guys are just so sick? Like if Bezos started up, if that's not clickbait, which I think it probably is, but damn, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know.
Here's the thing, I don't watch the news at all. So maybe I'm the dude who's like, they say like before, the Nazis came, everyone was like, yeah, you're out of your mind. Yeah. And then it was really, really bad, but could be bullshit. My whole life, there's been like, there's gonna be, and it's just like, again, it's only been 37 years, but they're like, the terrorists are gonna get us. Didn't happen. Nothing fucking happened. I mean, 9/11, obviously, that sucked.
Yeah.
Then there's 10 years after 9/11, they're like, the terrorists are gonna get us. Nothing fucking happened. And then they're like, white supremacists are gonna take over the nation. No, never happened. So now it's like, they're all joining together to take the money away. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up, man.
And see, the problem is I have so many like slogans or quotes in my head that as soon as like I say it, people are like, ugh, fucking, and it's just me regurgitating what I heard.
No one has any fucking idea. I have no clue at all. But it's like I know for a fact there's like the catastrophic things that were supposed to happen the last 10 years, none of them really happened, you know. And then again, I guess you can say there was this subprime mortgage crisis that kind of sucked.
Mm-hmm. National Defense Authorization Act, the
That sucked.
Patriot Act.
Yeah, that was after 9/11. Yeah, maybe I'm totally fucking wrong. I don't know. But here's the thing, though. If you, so this is the point I'm always trying to make, and I can never make it right, but it's like, I do think, and it sounds so shitty, but I think people need some sort of jolt or shock to reconnect to like their actual life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I see a lot of people just like, especially if you're out in like the suburbs or like if you're doing like well, you see a lot of the people out there are just kind of just like, they look like pissed.
Yeah.
Where it's like, dude, what the fuck's the point of this? If you're supposed to like boss up so you can be chilling and living a good life, a lot of people, in my opinion, I see who are like doing very well. Like I stayed at an Airbnb when we first came here to scout for houses in Westlake. And like you'd think people are more stoked. It's like, isn't that like one of the nicest areas in Texas?
Yeah.
In
great
Austin?
football players.
Really?
Yeah.
You have a good football team?
Yeah. They had 3 quarterbacks came out of Westlake.
Yeah, but when you go to those places you would think if everyone was papered, people would be stoked as fuck. And then
It's guilt.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. It's guilt.
Or they're just keeping it cool and they get to their house and they're like, it's just the best.
Oh, yeah. Deep down.
It's not.
Yeah.
No, I swear to God, I don't think it is that at all. So I just wonder, I don't know, man. I wonder if a little fucking like COVID did it a little bit. COVID made people think about death and dying. Like everyone had to be like, I could die. They like hit people with like, you might die. We don't know. So everyone got weird because everyone had to like really face their mortality. But then it just wore off.
Yeah. You're going to go right back to it. And it's even kicked in an overdrive now.
With what?
With people going back to the way it was before, their thinking before, partisan politics, where it's just like it becomes more divided. It doesn't, you don't get together more, you know?
Well, dude, that's the weird thing about COVID is there's people who are like, which I guess is kind of like true statistically. They're like 6 million people died, or actually that might be my bad. That's you know what I'm saying. That's a different one. I'm spitballing numbers. The dude, you know, there's like 80 million people died, and then there's like people like from my perspective where it's like, dude, that shit was not a. It sucked all those people died, but like, I don't know, man. It was pretty fucking chill the whole time.
And you know what sucked? It's like, okay, I didn't get the vaccine, but I know it's real because I got it super bad.
Dude, that's exactly. Yeah, it wasn't. That's what I told people too. I was like, it was real. I got a thing.
Yeah.
That felt like they're like that was a flu. That was not the flu.
No,
I got that. There was a taste of this fluid that I would like cough up. It wasn't even like phlegm. It was like liquidy. It tasted almost like metallic. It was weird.
The way I describe it is if somebody gave me a straw and told me to breathe with it, and I'm underwater going, trying to breathe underwater, and then every once in a while the straw gets like flat and skinny, and I can't really breathe. Yeah, because I'm like trying to take in full breaths.
I don't think it was natural though.
Couldn't.
When I got the thing, I'm like, this feels like an artificial thing. And again, it could just be me being like, I know this is a bioweapon, but I swear to God, I was like, dude, this feels different than anything I've ever had.
I mean, that could have been the kickoff to World War III. You know what I mean?
True, the bioweapon.
Yeah. I mean, that's how. I mean, why not start it that way?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, let's see how many we can take out before we use any of our own people.
I don't know, man. That's I'll be curious. I'll be curious if this brick shit's real. If we're gonna try to fuck, I mean, it's like the communism threat all over again. It's like now instead of communism, it's just like a different, I guess, capitalistic. How does that even work? If it's bricks,
see, that's the
Mexico's not communist. So how is it like? Well, China's how's a communist country going to?
It's fascism.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the corporations are the ones that are controlling it. But
we're fascists. Let us in. What the fuck? This is bullshit.
But we're on the we want to win with our fascism.
True.
You know what I mean? And I've thought about that where it's just like people talk about New World Order and shit.
I don't understand why we all can't just be fascists together, dude. We can all just be fascists. We can be a giant fascist world confederation.
I'd rather have
like,
our fascism.
We rule.
Yeah.
Like Earth rules, dude. Earth could be like a fascist planet.
Well, I think
we can all buzz our cuts, do military drills, and just be like, yeah, dude, we're getting ready for the aliens.
I think
they go on forever.
They tried it. They tried it with because you saw the aliens in Mexico, right?
True. That was, dude. Everyone laughed at them, dude. What the fuck? Why did everyone have to dismiss them? They were like Halloween adventure.
Paper mache and shit. It looked horrible.
Is that what the aliens are about? Is that like a unity project?
It goes to Reagan had a whole speech about the one way we'd all be united is if there's an external threat, right?
ID4.
And so ID4.
Independence Day, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then, so it's called the conspiracy is called Project Bluebeam.
Mm-hmm.
Where have you heard of that one before?
Mm-mm.
So basically, it's Spider-Man: Homecoming with Mysterio, and you have these drones that project monsters or aliens or whatever. You know what I mean? So imagine Independence Day, and they're just projecting a big old spaceship coming through the sky, and you hear like a loud noise, everybody would freak out, and they would say, "Go to your home, go inside, go inside." You know what I mean?
Oh, they wouldn't do it to like make everyone get along. They'd use it to like fuck scare everybody and be like, we're under alien threat right now.
More control.
No, that'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
That'd actually be kind of sick if they're like, dude, for real, we're getting attacked by aliens.
Yeah, and with drones and stuff, you wouldn't be able to tell if they're shooting at you or if it's the drone shooting at you.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about that. I'm reading a book right now. I'm reading it again. It's called Denial of Death, where it's by this guy, Ernest Becker. And his whole idea is that like every single human being is obviously haunted by the idea of their death. And the only thing that can kind of like take some of the sting of that off is like their idea of being heroic, which is like the drive to just stand out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like in every culture needs to provide a hero system that people can do like safely, because otherwise it's just like dudes literally slaying each other with swords. Because you used to just live in a village and be like, this kind of sucks. This would be tight if we had this village and that village, and that was the only like way you could be quote unquote a hero. And now like if you have like a society where you can be like a doctor, a lawyer, it gives you that ability to like stand out, which is, the guy argues, like a natural, built-in, like almost organismic need. But that seems to be like the thing that like starts all of these wars and stuff.
Yes.
If that makes sense. And it's like you can't get away from it. Because your body's made up of literally like it's cells fighting and killing each other to maintain a dominant position.
And
so
every ancestor that you've had did that so that you're here.
Exactly. So then you get here and it's like it's a tough thing to figure out because it's literally built into your biological makeup.
Ooh, I wonder if it's changing because I've seen, well, at least on the feed that I'm getting, the algorithms feeding me is the demonization of the hero's journey. And
is that right? It's got to be right wing. Is it right wing now, or is it just like how are they demonizing it?
Saying that the conqueror mentality, how like we were saying, how that's bad, and that's why society can't progress and become peaceful because everybody's trying to be the dude, and not everybody can be the dude. So be submissive and shut your mouth and do what we tell you.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So then that's kind of like Eastern philosophy. The whole idea of Eastern philosophy is like in the West, the idea is to actualize your ego. It's to like form an ego, which you should do. It's kind of healthy for you to do. And then you're supposed to like satisfy. You form an identity and you somehow satisfy, like you quench the thirst of like whatever it is, recognition, if it is a quenchable thirst.
Yeah.
In the West, it's like you have to be successful. That's the whole idea of success. It's literally like a religion. It's the opposite of Eastern philosophy, where in the East, the idea, at least was, I don't think it's like this that much anymore, but the idea was like you have this desire to dominate, to blah, blah, blah. And you're supposed to like through Buddhism, the release is somehow like extinguishing that thing that, we're talking about. But then it's like you have a bunch of people doing that, and it takes one dude to be like, yeah, you guys keep doing that. I'm gonna be the boss. I'm gonna be the boss of all you fucking idiots.
Have you heard of this manifest destiny? I got it. So
it's tricky, dude. That's that's like a whole other arms race where it's like, yeah, we're gonna totally like delete our personalities, turn ourselves completely docile, and it takes one dude to be like, yeah, you guys go on ahead. I'll be right back.
Well, I like Eastern philosophy to the point where it's just like how does it go? It's not what I have, but to do with less. That's I forgot how exactly they said. I'm trying to think of the exact quote.
Well, but it's pretty cool because it's like the whole idea is, again, like in the West, it's like, you have to construct this character that has to like go through this landscape of like, I'm having this job, I'm doing this and that. It's literally the opposite. Well, actually, no, it's not true, because then like it's supposed to be in phases over there where it's like traditionally the way those things were set up with like Hinduism and stuff, you live on a compound with your family, and then so I guess the grandparents would be there helping with the kids. So at like 50, 60 years old, you kind of bow out of professional life, and you're like, I'm just here to advise people. It's like you're just doing like religious, spiritual stuff. And then from like, I guess if you work back down from that, from like, let's say 60, or let's say like 49 to 30, you're supposed to just be going ham in business, to be like, I need to like, because I'm supplying this compound with food and stuff. And that's like your whole purpose. And then eventually I'm going to let that go, and the person behind me is going to come. And then you go down, and it's like, there's a school age where you're just supposed to learn and do literally nothing else. And then like, just like babies and shit.
That's why Catholic Mexicans are going to take over.
Oh yeah,
Texas,
dude.
because like my family still has that. Like
dude.
I convinced my mother to retire, and I'm having my third child. And my whole
Congrats,
family's
that's fucking
sick.
sick.
Appreciate it.
It's the best setup. It's the best setup possible, because then you can have kids early on, and you'll have biologically healthier kids, and you have but it's if you're 20 and you have kids. I have kids now, and it's like, thank God I'm as old as I was. I would have fucking ruined these kids if I had kids when I was. But if you have like a parent there who can be like, all right, dude, chill, go do your thing. I'll kind of handle. At least.
Well, we didn't at first. It's just the third child. I'm like,
How old are you?
I'm 38.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So when you start having kids?
First son was 26.
Okay, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty sick.
Yeah. And then, but we split where like I worked, she stayed home and went to school. Then when she graduated, I stayed home with the kid and started business.
How sweet is that?
Oh, that was fucking great,
dude.
That was fucking great.
That's I mean, we're jumping topics. We're in Paul's Eastern philosophy, but dude, I swear to God, I always tell my wife, I'm like, bro, if you were to be like, I got this, chill, I'd be a pig in the fucking mud. It's like I'd put them down for the nap. Now now I can do this, now I can do that. But
it depends on the kid.
Yeah, that's true. They do get. How old are your kids?
My son's 11 and my daughter is 7. But
okay, so they're older. You can do shit. Like I have 1 and 3, so it's just like they're just animals, dude. So you're just like constantly corralling them and stuff.
But when I stayed home with him, I was 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So it was 8 years ago. So my son was 3 years old, and my daughter was like 5 months old.
Okay, wow.
And so yeah, it was.
What do you think was harder, working or just being home? Because it is mentally exhausting with little kids all day.
Working, because I hated it. I sold cars. So I was just like, I remember going in a little Prius C, and I'm like, I'm gonna go drive the lot, and I just be like, I don't want to be here.
I know, that sucks.
And then when I was there with the kids, it was just like, all right, they're not awake yet. I'm gonna go smoke a joint. I'm gonna have my coffee. They wake up at 8. I'm put on some cartoons, and then I started a podcast with them, and it was just me asking them like, is the world round or flat? And you know what I mean? That type of shit.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome though.
And so, I mean, I wouldn't trade it for anything. But if I can compare it to any type of torture, it's water torture. It's just like that
the slow drip.
Where you walk into a room. I remember one in my bedroom. My son he didn't get potty trained really till he was like 6 years old.
Yeah,
he's autistic, and he just a turd.
I didn't even blink. You're like 6. I'm like, yeah, it was a fucking pain in the ass.
And a turd fell out of his pants, and he stepped in it, and he said that it just felt so warm and nice. He started skating around the room with it, and I was gone for like a minute,
No, dude.
And I was like, "Why did you have to skate all over the room with it?"
Yeah,
and we had these horrible fake tiles, so I'm like scraping shit in between, and then my wife gets home from work and. How was your day? I'm scraping shit from tiles.
Oh, you're putting it from the grout and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is, there is things that happen when you have kids where like you have to go through like the 5 stages of grief just like 50 times where you see it, like you see shit on the floor and you're like, I really wish there wasn't shit on. And like that's, you're like that, you're like, yeah, there's shit on the floor. Cause I almost will like deny it. I'm like, no, that's not shit. And I see it. I'm like, that's shit. And then I'm like, that's fucking shit. And then I'm like, it's fucking shit. Why is it so fucking hard? And you literally have to go through that. It's exhausting. You go through like, you see them and like they'll hurt themselves. And you're like, they're fine. You're like, oh, they fucked their head up. And you're like, oh, fuck, they fuck. And it's just over and over and over. It's a little thing that you really, really don't want 1,000 times a day. Yeah. Which I think is kind of good for you in the long run. Because eventually you're just like, fuck it, dude.
It makes you can handle adversity, I guess, better. Because there's a lot of, I know my son has some core memories of me walking in a room and then walking out of the room, closing the door, and just being like, fuck, and then coming back in the room like, okay, it's gonna be fine.
At least you did that though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cuss him out or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then I was the spanking dad at first. And then I remember he was 5 and I spanked him, and he turned around, he's like, you don't hit. And he's like crying. I was like, I'm standing there with like his belt, and I'm like, all right, you don't hit. Fuck. Yeah, you just spilled cereal. What am I doing?
Dude, well, you don't know, because that's how I was raised. It was like, if you were bad, it was like, mine was more metered out for like, if you were being like real bad when you're little, you would get smacked or whatever. But if you got in trouble at school, it'd be like, it's coming. It's coming. You're all day. You're like, this is fucking bullshit. Why did I do that? It never worked. I would come home the next day, I get to school, and I'm like, I'm definitely going to throw this shit at this kid. I can't not do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is it's funny when you're raised like that to be, because you get the rage, and then you have to be like, all right, and you have no example of talking about your feelings whatsoever, so you have to like, they're a good audience for that. I'll tell my daughter all the time, I'm like, I'm pissed right now, I'm mad. She's like, why are you mad? I'm like, well, you're pissing me off, you're doing this shit, I'm fucking mad. And I'm like, just give me a second. They're like, yeah, man, like whatever. They're very understanding. Like, yeah, man, do whatever you got to do.
Well, the one thing I always wanted was I didn't want my kids to fear me. Yeah. Because I remember fearing my father.
Yeah.
And I remember telling him, he's like, they need to fear somebody. And I'm like, no, what? What the fuck are you talking about? They need to feel safe. They fear the world.
Yeah, exactly.
This is safety here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he's just like, well, I don't know what this new age bullshit is. And I'm like, no, it's parenting. You didn't have time because you worked your ass off.
Yeah.
And then you came home and I was just like, I did this. And your first thing is like, well, now I'm going to spank you so you can cry and go to sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it almost makes me jealous though, because I'm like, God, fuck, that must have been so easy. Just come in and just be like, you little motherfucker, and just be like, all right, that guy's done. What else do I got to do?
Oh yeah, you were the enforcer. Once your dad gets home, you were the enforcer.
Yeah, just cry because if you could just devastate them and they will just cry till they pass out.
Yeah.
So I'm always kind of like those motherfuckers, man. They're so lucky.
Yeah, my son, or not my son. My son does know that feeling, but my daughter will never know the feeling of crying so hard that you got a pounding headache, and then you're like, I can only go to sleep now. Like she'll never know that.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
it's a nice thing to do.
My son will know that, but that's because this kid he swung on his principal.
Did he really?
Yeah, he swung on his teachers. He swung on his karate instructor. Like he would just
on the sensei.
Yeah, and
did the karate instructor at least do like a cool
swept him?
Did he sweep him?
Because he took away his belt. Because I feel like such a bitch for this, but I told on my son to the karate instructor. I was like, yeah, he swung on his principal. And he was like, what? You did what? And he's like, well, give me your belt. He's like, this is my belt. And so
he was right to defend the belt though.
Yeah. Oh, he took it off of him 30 minutes. The whole next class, he has him in like locked up with his legs. And my son's like, rah, like yelling the whole time. Right. And then, so he finally lets him go. Right. And I'm sitting there and the other parents, I can feel them staring at me like, you're going to let this guy do this to your kid? And I'm like, no, it's what it's supposed to do. Right.
Yeah.
And then my son still brings it up. He's like, I can't believe you let him do that to me. But what freaked me out is when we left.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
The sensei gave me the belt and we're walking out. I was like, you see that? You see what happened? He's like, what are you talking about? I won. I was like, how did you win? And he goes, because he gave up. I didn't. And I was like, oh shit.
He surrendered the belt.
Well, he kept fighting the whole time. And finally the instructor was like, just leave.
Just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, just get out of here.
Dude, what a fucking beast.
Yeah. Well, his both his grandfathers are those like old school, like alpha male dudes.
Yeah.
And so I think that just went into him completely.
So sick though. He was just like, yeah, he's a pussy. He taps out.
Yeah, very much
he
so.
couldn't hold me down for another 20 minutes. I was like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they called the cops on him in second grade because there's a construction area at school and he ran into the construction area and they're like, come back. You gotta. And the teachers couldn't catch him. Oh. So they called the cops and the cops are like, you can be arrested. And he was just like, I'm 7.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah. Like,
he just wanted to see like the jackhammers and shit.
He's testing limits.
Yeah, true.
You know, that's all he was doing.
So he left school.
No, he was in school.
Oh, but he saw a construction area.
There's a construction area that they were working on in school, and he went and ran in there, and the teacher and the principal couldn't catch him.
What were the construction workers were probably whatever.
Well, no, there was no construction workers there. It was just construction
just the area.
Yeah. And so they called the cops, and then my wife gets there, and I couldn't go at the time. So
it's got to be hell too for them, like just through the marriage. It's so easy to fight over that shit.
Oh yeah.
And then it's like, well, what do we do? And especially, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
it's the ultimate test.
Yeah. Well, actually, for us, we got a good we got a good understanding to where she's like she doesn't like it, but I'm the fun parent and she's the strict parent.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it has to work this way. One of us has to be that, and you don't want me to be the strict parent because I don't have a dimmer switch. I have an on and off switch.
Yeah, true.
So then I'm just hard ass all the time, mimicking what I saw as a child. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can tone
it down.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's about time they're the fucking enforcers, dude. Men have been the enforcers. Now it's women's turn to be the enforcers. We get to be fun and cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Soft and nurturing.
She's like, but I want to be fun. I was like, you are fun. It's just
you're not as fun as me.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, that's been the dynamic in my house where I've been kind of fun, cool.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to we've done a better job now because if you start undermining each other in real time, dude, you can't do it. I learned that the hard way. I'm like, well, hold on a second, and then they just look at you and you're like, never mind, fucking do that.
Yeah,
you're in trouble because I've done it before where I've been like, well, hold on, chill. What the fuck is your problem? This is the shit you do to me, and it's just like it doesn't work. You can't do that.
No,
you gotta wait. And if I wait like a couple hours, I'm like, yo, by the way, like that's really no big deal. That's better than being like, you chill the fuck out. It's fine.
Yeah,
because you can't if it just gets confusing for them. If there's like a divided front, they're just kind of like, what the fuck?
They'll pit you against the other person.
Yeah, she's been like, Daddy lets me do it. I'm like,
yeah, my daughter does that.
Dude, don't do this.
And then my wife's on this new age thing. We're just like, no, I love your daddy more than I love you because if I didn't have him, I couldn't create you. And I'm like, that's some new age shit you saw on TikToks. Do not say that to the kids.
Do you get TikToks of like parenting stuff sent to you? I get Instagram shit of like, this is actually really annoying things my husband does. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Just because they say it too on Instagram, I still don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Don't send me that shit.
Yeah.
I did find a nice channel that's like a fundamentalist Christian lady who just like sweeps her front porch and she's like, I just want my husband to be happy. That's all I care about. And I was like, fucking here, take that.
Well, the one thing that I did from those toxic male channels that I used to be like, because me and my wife are the exact same age.
Yeah.
So, and she's like my college sweetheart. So in a way, it's kind of like we almost grew up with each other. You know what I mean? And so anything bad that would happen, I would just like, oh, I'm going to just blah and tell you everything. And I just thought, oh, I can do that, you know? And I can do hypotheticals. Like, what if I got 2 hookers and you know what I mean?
Hold on. What were you bringing that in for?
What do you mean?
So if you're hypotheticaling, I'm just curious. Like with the hypotheticals, why would you ask her, what if I got 2 hookers?
Because I'm in a podcast mode and I'm already doing that all day.
I see what you're saying.
And we've talked about everything.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, okay, so let's say, what's worse? If you found out that before we got together, I ran a train on somebody, or that I was like, I had an affinity for hookers. And she's answering these questions, and I could just see her fucking face just like, what the fuck is he asking me these questions?
They don't want to think about that.
They don't want to think about
that shit at all.
Yeah.
It's kind of a no-go zone. I thought you were saying like hypotheticals would be like, if I did this,
yeah.
I use hypotheticals like, if I did the thing that you did, this would piss you, and they just like, shut up, dude. We don't want to fucking hear this.
Well, no, it was the hypotheticals of the stoop that you would ask your friend.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the other one was just telling them all my shit that I was like, oh, I feel, and they look at you like you're less of a man, even if they don't want to. They're just like, ugh. Like,
yeah. Oh, if you're like, well, I have feelings too, and they hurt. Yeah. They
like, I don't want to hear that.
It depends on their mood. Sometimes they're like, thank you so much for telling me this. Because otherwise if I just get mad and I'm like, you're just a fucking pain in the ass, they don't like that either. But if you're like, obviously, but if you're like, well, then I would do the thing like if you do this, I do the same thing, but then you get mad if I do it, but they're just looking at you. Yeah, they look at you like, shut the fuck up. You have to storm and you have to be like, I'm going for a walk, and take a long walk, and then call back like, are you okay? Because I'm still taking a walk.
Well, the 2 things that I've done lately is when she's bitching at me, and I'm like, are you looking to vent, or are you looking for solutions?
Yeah, true.
And then most of the times like vent, and then I just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because most of the time I'm like, well, this is what you should do, and she's like, I don't want to do. I'm just telling you.
Right. Yeah.
And the second one was if I need a vent. It's like, well, this happened, but this is how I'm going to solve it.
Yeah.
I have to give her those solutions because then I can just see. And it's crazy is since I've been doing this the past year, I've seen years come off on my wife's face.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing that terrifies them because they're vulnerable. So, and those like, you know, they call them like the men's rights activist channels. Some of them obviously go a little far, but there's useful advice. Because there's like, if you leave the problem solving, it's easy to bow out and just be like, what do you want to do? Because you just don't want to have them spaz on you. So you're like, what should we do? But if they decide like, oh shit, this is all up to me, they get terrified because they're like they're naturally vulnerable creatures.
Yeah.
So if they even question for a second that you're not like able to help them, it's terrifying. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
I fucked up. A guy's gonna come in here and kick his ass. Like, I'm fucked. Yeah. So you do have to kind of commit, but then it's tough too because then like if you have to manufacture a certain type of bravado or so, they see right through that right away.
Well,
I tried. I'm like, this is what we're going to do because I'm that kind of take charge guy. And she's like, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, damn.
That was a police officer. I'll take you down.
True. Yeah, true. No, I could kick her ass, but I could beat her if if it came to like, you know, if I was defending myself like a police officer.
Yeah.
But yeah, it all ties together, man, where it's like, you know, the worldview's bleak for a lot of people. That like having kids is like fucking weird because like there's not, in my opinion, at least, there's not a lot of like, there's no like tradition you're handing down to your kids. You're just kind of like, yeah, I'm just like mentally slogging through a pretty much mentally toxic atmosphere in terms of like the news, the political discourse, and you know, all that shit. And it's like, there's nothing to uphold. It's like, well, we live in an evil country that's destabilized a bunch of regimes. God, like fundamentalist religions, we don't like, most people are like, yeah, it's all fucking, that was all lies and bullshit. And then it's like, it's just like it's pretty bleak, dude. We've stripped ourselves down pretty barren.
I think you have to have a good level of narcissism to want to have children, which I had. Because I mean, if this was like BC or whatever, I mean, I would want to have a bunch of concubines and 100 children. Something in me is like, I need to procreate.
Yeah.
And if I had money, my poor wife would be on her 7th child. You know what I mean? We're broke and we're having a 3rd child.
Yeah, throw them in the mix. Once you have 1 or 2, it's just, you know.
Yeah, by the time you get to the 2nd one, the 3rd one's just like, yeah, fine. And she in a way kind of blames me because she was like, you were supposed to get a vasectomy and you never got it.
No,
and I was just like, you try to vaccinate me, you try to neuter me.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. My wife's trying to get me to do that, but I was like, I can't disturb my life force. I was like, that shit has to circulate in my body, man. Yes. I can't stop that. Yeah. And I told her it keeps me honest. I'm like, dude, You can't have me out here shooting blanks, dude. He's like, fuck you, you asshole.
Oh shit, that was worse than what I told my wife, which was, well, what if something happens to you and then at 40 I want to get remarried and impregnate this 24-year-old? You know what I mean? Like I gotta continue on.
What did she say to that?
Nothing.
Silent.
She just internalized it. I was like, all right, motherfucker.
You really said that?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's tough. Although that was that was like the mode back then. It was like dudes would die from war. I think like 30% of women used to die in childbirth.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's something like that. It's a lot.
Oh yeah, if she would have died with my first son, because
mine would die as well.
All my kids' heads were in the 98th percentile.
Really?
Yeah, and
Nice.
so she had to have C-section,
Yeah.
and this lady tried 24 hours straight with no epidural with my daughter, and then finally they got a C-section, and then after they tell her like, there's no physical way you can you're too small to give birth to a child that large.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was just it wasn't they were fat babies, just the head was just
True.
too big.
Yeah, my kids have big heads. I've come from a big head family, so it's like everyone has big heads. But yeah, that's yeah, women get real bummed out about that. There's a part of them that wants to just like push a baby through the vagina, and I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
just cut it out, dude.
Well, luckily it's still preserved because that would have destroyed her.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True. But
And-
yeah, that is something. My wife got bummed out about that. She was kind of like, yeah, I just wanted to. On our second one, I wanted to do it naturally. And it was just like, I guess, man,
Well, the recovery time also because
it's quicker. Yeah.
they're cutting them in half.
Yeah, they cut your abdominal wall,
Yeah.
which is crazy. How hard they beast that.
Yeah.
I always would tease my wife. I'm like, dude, you beasted it. They sawed you, literally magic tricked you, sawed you in half.
Yeah.
She was just like walking around and shit. And I'm like, then she'll get like a headache 4 months later. She's like, I got to lay down. It's like, dude, I know you're tougher than this. I've seen you, dude.
Yeah.
What is this?
She did all the research. She even did have you heard of the thing where they take the placenta and they like beef jerky it,
Mhm.
put it in pills and then
Yeah,
you take
yeah.
it so you don't get postpartum?
Yep.
She even did all that other shit. So
Yeah.
yeah, she was like one of those crunchy moms.
Really?
Yeah,
Did it work?
Yeah. Because my first son should be.
Oh, because I got what you're saying. Because they
Yeah.
boost those. I think when they push them out through the vagina or whatever, it boosts like they get like some sort of endorphin profile that kicks in.
Yeah.
Whereas if they just kind of cut it out,
Yeah.
your body just hits you with like, yo, the baby's gone. You're like, no, it's not. It's right here. Your body's like, no, it's gone, dude. You're fucked. You're fucked. Everything.
Yeah, it got cut out of you.
Yeah, true.
Fuck. Whoa.
Yeah, they have hard lives. They have hard, weird lives, and it's
And I thought mine was hard because I'm selling cars and I'm like, get it together. What the fuck?
yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna come home and you're just crying. What fucking get it together?
Don't be weird. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was. Yeah,
I'm sorry we can't go get sushi right now. You can't eat sushi. You're breastfeeding. I mean, I'm gonna go get sushi, but you can't eat sushi.
Yeah, man. It's I'm telling you, we're going through a bizarre, weird turn of events where it's just like nobody believes in anything. I mean, there's obviously like, money and status maybe will be more important than ever, but
Mhm.
it was always probably pretty important. But yeah, that seems to be the only last thing people do pursue with like religious fervor is like, your ascent, your sociological ascent.
I think. Well, I mean, okay. Going back to Eastern philosophy, what were you saying about that?
Oh,
That long tangent.
Oh yeah, no. It's set up to literally like dissolve the desire to just push yourself as like an entity forward in the material world. We're supposed to like really eventually, and it's kind of a cool idea. Be stoked on the idea of like the most basic feeling of awareness, where it's just like that whole there's like this whole thing like I am. So you're supposed to be able to just like sit there and start to feel, because like you have a thought and it's like, so like this is a way to kind of describe it. It's like if you look at a chair, I'm the subject, the chair is an object. I can say I am me, the chair is a chair, I'm not the chair. And then you go, all right, what about a thought where like I like the chair? It's like I'm not the thought of that. That's a thought I have. So then your thoughts become an object to see. Because like if you're just like, you have a structure that you kind of see the world through of like your culture, your family, your upbringing, whatever. And then you can start seeing the way you perceive the world as an object instead of the subject through which it's seen through. So the idea is to like just pay attention. And you can start to like almost deconstruct your own mind where you're like, I'm not that thought. I'm not that thought. This is the feeling of anger. You could say I'm angry, but then in like the Buddhist tradition, you're supposed to be like, there's anger there. And you're okay, that's what anger is. And you just watch yourself into it. The idea is to boil yourself down to just like a very basic awareness that stuff passes through.
So none of it's coming from you. It's just floating through you.
It's a field, yeah. It's just floating through the field. And your ultimate reality would be the feeling of just the most basic awareness, which they say is like boundless and infinite.
Every time I think of Eastern philosophy, I always think, and a blade of grass. Like that's what, you know what I mean? Like you have to concentrate and notice every single.
Well, that's like the first step. That's like the first step is learning how to just like literally willfully direct your mind. Because most people are just walking around going like, what's this? Check out your cell phone. What the fuck? This is bullshit. What's this? You know, and you're just blazing. They just like, dude, you slow your mind down. You start to like, because if you think about it, why is it so like displeasurable to like stare at a wall for 30 minutes? It's like, what is it about that bothers you?
Oh yeah, they didn't.
You're sitting in a chair, you're staring at a wall, and it's like, it's fucking torture.
Yeah.
And the whole idea is like, well, why? It's like, well, I don't want to. And you're supposed to just kind of like watch your mind kind of go through those things, which is cool. But, you know, I mean, the countries typically don't do all that well.
Yeah.
That are Buddhist, because it's like, you know, you got to run a whole fucking, you got to run a whole fucking country. It's kind of hard. If you're like, yeah, I'm just my basic awareness. I'm like I'm a non-physical entity, just where field where things are just passing through. It's like sick. That's a really cool way to sit in your house and chill. But it's like, what are we doing about the fucking rice? And you're like, I don't fucking know, man. I don't know.
Let me think about it. And I'll become the rice.
Yeah, like fuck rice. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's going to take something. There's going to have to be some sort of humongous shift in like the way people operate. Because right now it's just like, currently, especially in America, it's just you either are one side of the political aisle and you're like, they're fucking bullshit, they suck. And every news channel is just feeding people just like, you're right, they're terrible, they're pieces of shit, they're ruining everything. It's like two bad fucking separated parents just poisoning the children, just being like, he's the fucking reason. And it's bad for people, man.
You know your mom's a bitch, right?
That's all it is. It's like literally we're all caught in this terrible divorce. It's like he's actually a fucking asshole. And you're like, wait, what? Fuck.
Dad's cool though. I like him. He says racist stuff. I like him. Yeah,
well, it's bad, dude. You know, people laugh about it, but the older I get, it's like, yeah, this is like fucking bad to turn on the news. The news was racist, and that was like bad. But now it's like racist and mean. You know what I mean? It was like when I was growing up, it was like you watch the news and they'd be like, these fucking black guys are fucking breaking into shit. It was for 10 years, dude. They demonized black guys. And like, these fucking.
Well, this was
guys.
Philly, so
yeah, exactly. Yeah, true. Another black guy did a bad thing today, and everyone sat home and be like, I felt it. I thought someone was going to do something bad.
Yeah.
And then they chilled on that, and it was like Middle Easterners for a while. They're like, these fucking Middle Easterners are doing. And one black guy did a bad thing. But these Middle Easterners did a bad thing, and then it was like. We would pass through that. Then it was like white guys. Then it was, you know, so it's like we're just passing through phases of enemies. Yeah. Now, you know, it's just kind of like the democracy's under threat and the fucking Republicans or the Democrats are ruining. It's like, dude, it's just bad to open up the news and have like things with hate-filled sentiments or just like this imbeciles ruin. It just, then people are like, yeah, you fucking idiot. And it's like, if that's supposed to be the highest level of discourse coming down, I do think it kind of alters people's discourse a little bit.
Yeah.
So
can't even agree. It's a republic. It's a democracy. You know, it's actually fascism. It's communism. I can't even agree what it is.
Or it's like you can just live on land with your family and just chill. I grew up like that. My dad and my uncle bought property next door to each other. My uncle had 10 kids. My dad had 6 kids. We all just fucking chilled. It was awesome. You know? And it's like, imagine that with like the upgrade of like, yeah, not everyone's getting their ass kicked all the time and stuff. And it's like actually chill as fuck.
Yeah. Well, because you got two like lions kind of like running the pride, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of I grew up, I feel like in a completely different country because we were the majority.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Growing up down there. So the news, and this is a perfect example. What do you remember being the 9/11 theme song?
Oh, when 9/11 happened, it was like, I knew there were country songs that were getting played, but I didn't get like, I never really heard them. I remember hearing that dudes were like coming up big. Yeah. They were like they wrote the 9/11 song.
Yeah, like because I got a friend who grew up in Dallas, and he was just like, "Well, Toby Keith, I'll put a boot in your ass." That's what it was. For us, the song they played on repeat was Enrique Iglesias' "I Can Be Your Hero, Baby."
Oh, he repurposed "Hero" for 9/11.
Correct. And so we just kept hearing that again. So all the way till I was like 33, I thought that was the 9/11 song.
Really?
Yeah. I was just like, of course, everybody played, and then I was like. No, dude, who the fuck heard that song during the night? I was like, we did on repeat.
That was repurposed. He didn't, that came out before 9/11.
Correct.
But then they just were like, fuck yeah, toss this on.
Yeah.
Damn. So I've never listen to Hero from that angle. I'm gonna start now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start listening because I enjoy that song.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's a powerful song.
It makes no sense for 9/11.
It is funny to think about, like a Mexican American soldier running through Fallujah just in his own head, being like, "I can be a hero, baby,"
with his mole.
Dude, I've talked about this before. I got a lot of flack that there's no great Latino power ballad singers anymore. Like there was Enrique Iglesias, there was Mark Anthony, Ricky Martin. He was more of like a party club guy, but like you don't hear the power ballad anymore. Like Hero by Enrique Iglesias, prime example.
Yeah.
And I think Mark Anthony had a couple too.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, and people were like, who the fuck were they trying to tell me is like a poppin' power ballad guy? It would say the fucking dude who he's like huge. He just raps. He's
Pitbull?
not Pitbull. Fucking God damn, I've talked about this guy before. My memory's fucking going.
What song does he sing?
He's the dude. He sings. I'll find him right now. He's like the biggest reggaeton guy I think in the world right now. How am I not fucking remember this guy's name?
And it's not Pitbull?
It's not Pitbull. He's a Puerto Rican dude. He's younger.
Oh, Daddy Yankee?
Not Daddy Yankee. Fuck, dude.
And he's hot right now?
He might be the hottest dude. Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Everyone's trying to tell me, they're like, it's Bad Bunny. I'm like, he doesn't sing power ballads, dude.
No.
Play Hero. Like, Bad Bunny's cool and all, but it's like, oh shit, I didn't know the fucking went this deep.
Yeah.
Is there anyone who's ripping? Did De La Ghetto rip a? He looks like he might rip a ballad every now and again. De La Ghetto.
There's one. I can't remember his name. He's Puerto Rican. Fuck, I can't remember his
Dude,
name.
I'm telling you, I got a bunch of shit for it. It's like, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, dude, I have not heard a power ballad. Like it hits that crosses over to the American charts.
Well, that's specifically in that that's considered Latino, because there's people who are, but they don't look like it. So, and they don't also portray it. So we never know, and they're doing it all in English.
Yeah,
that's
true.
I can't remember his name either.
But yeah, Bad Bunny. I'm like, I've talked about him before. I actually Googled what his lyrics translate to. They're ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like I'm bringing whores over to my aunt's house.
Pretty much, yeah.
She's like, you're such a bad boy, and I have a hard boner for my aunt.
This is the new guy. His name's Peso Pluma.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a good time for dudes like this, just like fucking bizarrely nerdy looking dudes.
Yes.
It does very well online.
So there is a new trend where they take that's the guy with a mullet.
It's just be like a tattooed, sickly guy, and it's like, yeah, dude, you want $1 billion to just be annoying on the internet?
He kind of looks like, what's his name from SNL? Pete Davidson.
He does.
Mexican Pete Davidson.
He does.
And like the singing is not very good, in my opinion. But you don't have to when you're singing Tejano music.
No.
And so
I don't even know, but no, you don't have to. It's like you just have to be an absolute fucking spectacle, which is cool. There's just like never, like, yeah, this guy would have gotten his ass kicked. Like traditionally, it was just like a sickly, nerdy looking dude. Now there's like this aesthetic that's like just for the internet. Now, if you nail it, it's like, dude, you're good.
well, because they're singing to 13-year-old girls.
True.
That's what they're going after, which is
true.
creepy as shit. Which they have always done.
Yeah,
much.
that is a weird market to hit. Everyone was giving Drake shit for his last album, saying it's like, dude, you're too old to be singing like to do this. And I listened to it, and I'm like, man, it's kind of it's hitting the territory of strange. But that's kind of the way of all rappers. It's like you have to eventually, if you want to rap when you're older, you have to like get into God and stuff, and like otherwise it just seems weird. It's like, dude, you're fucking 40, like you're getting pussy, no doubt, dude.
Well, you can rap about, like Jay-Z switched it up when he's like, no chrome on my wheels, I'm a grown up for all that stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Styles P switched it up. He's like, I'm actually an entrepreneur now, guys, and you shouldn't sell drugs. It's actually very harmful to the community. Like, you have to hit the switch. Otherwise, just like, because I was listening to one of his songs and he was just like, I'm in a club on Adderall dancing with a 21-year-old. And it's like, bro, I mean, legally that's within your right, but it's like, it's kind of fucking weird.
Well, yeah, like there's, you've heard Little Boosie? Yeah. Like he just did a concert in San Antonio, and right before the concert, somebody got shot in the stomach. And then they did the concert, and it's just like, we're 40 years old shooting each other. What the fuck?
It's Boosie Badass.
Yeah, but you got to go to work the next day.
Wait,
like,
Little Boosie and Boosie Badass the same guy?
No, Little Boosie.
I'm thinking of Boosie Badass.
Oh, he's still singing the songs from early 2000. There you go.
Okay, yeah, this is Boosie Badass. Okay, it's Boosie Badass.
Oh, it is Boosie. Okay, yeah, that was him back in the day.
Yeah. Well, he's kind of also hit a nice thing where, again, he's so ridiculous that he lends himself to like internet shit.
Yeah.
Because now there's a whole part of like marketing where it's like, if you can get enough people like making memes out of you and like clipping you up and making fun of you in a weird way, like you can crush it. There's that, do you know M.R? He's like a white guy who's doing like dance hall shit.
No.
No, his name, it's literally M. dot like spelled out. Dude.
Oh shit.
I'm fascinated with this guy. He's a meme. But then you watch him and it's like, guy, this is actually kind of good in a weird way, but it's also looks fucking ridiculous.
Is he a little bit Jamaican? Like
I don't know. I don't know if he's fucking like British or what. Actually, I've been meaning to figure this out because everyone's been saying is he Jamaican? Let me see. A white working class man from the Isle of Sheppey. Okay, so I guess Sheppey, I guess it sounds like he's from Jamaica. Yeah, so he is, he's from the Isle of Sheppey.
Where the fuck is Sheppey?
I don't know.
Wait, that's in England.
So he's from England, all right. But England, but the Isle of Sheppey, I knew he's from England, but this Isle of Sheppey speaks patois.
Okay.
So he's from like England, Jamaica.
Yeah.
But dude, here's the thing is everyone fucks. If you like, all these videos that people are making fun of him, everyone's in the comments being like, dude, he's nice. The Jamaicans are like, dude, we fully stand behind this guy.
I thought the lightest you can get was Sean Paul. Remember him?
Oh yeah.
I thought that was
Sean Paul.
Yeah.
No, there's
Paul
white
again.
dudes. There are just white dudes in Jamaica. You can be there's a lot of Asians in Jamaica. There's white dudes and they
There's
just
Asians in Jamaica.
Yeah, dude. Dude, Asian Jamaicans are sick, dude. Yeah, they'll hit you, get you with the wagwan.
Bet you their food is delicious.
Yeah, it'd be actually pretty good. But yeah, but yeah, man. So I don't know, dude. Again, it's like it's an interesting.
So the new trend is they're taking popular songs. Like there's one from Hoobastank.
Mm-hmm.
What's that really popular one they had?
But I know what you're talking. I'd have to like hear, but yeah.
So they're taking them and they're just making them Spanish songs, Tejano songs.
Really?
And they're putting that bump behind it, and it's
got to be nasty.
300 million views on these songs. I'm just like, damn. And that thing, the Tejano music, which
was it Crawling in the Dark? That was one of their big.
So.
That was a big hit, and The Reason was a big.
The
hit.
Reason, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's La Razón.
Damn, this was in A Dog's Purpose.
Oh, no, this is newer. Oh no, yeah. So what they're doing is they're just taking cool songs and making them, Tejano songs, which Tejano died with Selena, pretty much. No new.
So that's what I'm seeking. Tejano is kind of like the ballad. It's like the Latino ballad.
With some of the singers, like Selena could sing a ballad. Yeah, could rip it. But there was no new stars after that. Like after the night, there's no new stars. And now they're all coming back, but all they're doing is ripping off English songs and making them, putting that in the background. Bum, bum. And it's
another reason to go to war.
Going to war with Mexico. But it's something within our DNA for some reason. I'm like, I know I shouldn't listen to this, but I have to. I love this shit.
Yeah, dude, that's your fucking rules, dude. Hoobastank with a sick fucking bump, 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 bump in the back that would get me fired up.
Yeah, can I play a little bit of it?
Yeah, please, man, please. Let me hear this. I'll give you my honest opinion. Man, it looks fucking sick, dude.
I don't know if this is the exact band.
To be free and flexible and creative.
Mexican Cowboys is a power. I didn't realize how into cowboy shit Mexican dudes were.
Yeah.
They're way into fucking cowboy.
Crying, like tears, like, bro, it's fucking Razón, bro.
That's fair though, because I watched that Elvis movie and everyone's like, he stole black music. And it's like, all right, well now fucking we're even, dude. Took Hoobastank, dude. We're fucking even, dude.
I watched Elvis and then I went down a rabbit hole and I learned too much about Elvis. Now I'm like,
what's up with him?
The thing that creeped me out the most is there was one, it was just like 14 years old was a special age for Elvis, meaning he liked 14-year-olds.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like when he was 14, he had a good time.
No.
That was it was a shit.
Yeah. And then there's pictures of him with like 14-year-old girls. Like, let me see.
Yeah, and that was totally fine back then, right? Or was it not?
I mean, what's his name? Great Balls of Fire married his cousin and shit.
True.
And she was 13.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh God, he's having a.
Yeah.
That's just him and 14-year-old girls?
Yeah.
Damn, and he was like, yo, get my picture. This is so sick right now.
Yeah. I mean, when he met his wife, she was like 13 or 14.
Yeah, and how old was he?
23. He was in the military.
Okay, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
She was 13 or 14. Damn, dude, that one to the far, the second row right, they're clearly children.
Yeah. And he's super happy about it.
He seems pretty Yeah, he seems like he's flexing right there.
Look at all these
Damn,
14-year-olds.
dude. If he had
I have.
Instagram back then, it would have just been him with the kids and being like, yo, fucking check me out, dude. There's so many fucking kids right now. I'm going to kiss these kids, dude. Because in the movie, they show him getting off a stage and just like kissing girls.
Yeah.
And then they made him look like 30-year-olds in the movie. They were just like 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see some of the backlash on him now, though.
Yeah.
If he was just shaking his dick at your 14-year-old daughter through the TV, you'd be like, yeah, all right, fuck this guy, dude. Call the police.
What is he doing with his fucking hips?
Yeah, I didn't know he had the kids on lock like that.
Yeah.
In the movie, they were like, oh, our fucking 30-year-old daughters are freaking out. We got to stop this.
Yeah, and now people are like, oh, Drake, man, he's fucking grooming them. And it's just like, I mean, he is, but,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, what's his grooms he has on record? I know he talks to the lady from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Might have been a fan of the show.
I doubt it.
I love how you dodged that interdimensional demon. That was really fucking cool. When's your birthday?
Yeah, yeah.
Although, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm just saying, like, when I saw like, he's grooming chicks and it was just like, who'd he groom? Like the lady from Stranger Things. I'm like, the boycott lady?
Well, I mean.
He might I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, he could have just been like, yo, I fucking loved what you did in that dimension.
They were talking dating advice. He was giving her dating advice. But he's doing it like, I'm like your big brother who wants to have sex with you when you turn 18.
But that's what it was?
I mean, I don't know. I'm getting it from Twitter and
true,
on YouTube. They show a picture and they're like, as you can see here, Drake.
Yeah.
It's like,
I did think, I was listening to his new album, Walking My Dogs, and I'm like, I'm glad this guy, everything panned out for him, because he would have for sure been stalking. Like, he would have been a dude stalking girlfriends and stuff.
Yeah.
It just strikes me, it's like, whatever, there's a lot of those dudes out there. But it strikes me, that energy, when I'm listening to it now, it's just like non-stop with the fucking, like, his ex-girlfriend. It's like, dude, get over them, dude. Just forget about it.
He'd still be playing high school parts on TV if he didn't make it in rap.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, ex-girlfriend, like, you fucking bitch, I told you. It's like, dude, yeah, fucking get over it. Why are you worried about your ex-girlfriend, dude? You're like a famous, I mean, I guess that's one thing to do. He did, I distinctly remember being like, yeah, this guy would have been a problem. He'd been like showing up to like Applebee's and shit and being like, just let me in, dude. I have unfinished. He has a lot of unfinished business, I feel like.
Yeah.
So very passionate.
I mean, emotionally, he's probably still 15 years old. So
true. I didn't think about that. Yeah. That does make sense if your ascent happens around that time.
And he has a lot of daddy issues.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. His father. I remember hearing about his father.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he should seek out male role models, dude. Stop worrying about 21-year-olds. That was the one thing that threw me. I mean, again, it's his legal right if he wants to, but it did throw me off to be like, I'm on Adderall in a club with a 21-year-old. And it's like, dude, you're a fucking menace, dude. That's a nightmare. Just, but again, I don't know. Imagine though, if like you were saying, if I was like 22 and shit just started going so well, I would probably never leave the club. Like at 36, you're like, dude, it's never been better.
Have you seen him? There's pictures of him at the strip club. He literally has a box of money. It's like a full-on box, and it's just ones, but it's like $1,000 each one, and he's like taking off. And what's crazy, everybody around him looks bored as shit.
Yeah,
just on.
Yeah, because you have to just be there and chill and just watch him. I mean, again, it's like best case scenario, that's a photo op. Worst case scenario, he's feeding. It would be kind of cool, if you go to like a beach and get the seagulls all riled up. I can imagine that's like a loaf of bread, dude. They just start to storm around you.
Yeah.
I can imagine that being kind of fun, I guess.
There it is.
The box of money?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
He bought a whole fucking Tupperware of money to the strip club.
Oh, my God.
And then all the people around him just fucking sad.
Yeah. Sometimes I want to be in a club, but that shit looks boring as fuck.
Watch when it shows everybody. Just fucking bored.
Because they were probably all asking for raises for the last like 6 months. He's like, I'm sorry, guys, things are tight. He brings in a Tupperware of like, that's got to be $40,000
at least.
Yeah, in ones. Yeah, man. Again, that's the that's supposed to be the pinnacle, dude, of success. Of just like
but if you're 15, that's the pinnacle of success.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Once you're like, if my dad saw that, he'd be like, what the fuck? He's been spot on. My whole life I was always like, dude, my dad's got a bug in his ass about, he's so tight ass about stuff. And you get older and you're like, yeah, he's right, man. I went to the strip club when I was 18 being like, my dad's wrong, dude. This place rules. Yeah. This is the best place. And you get older and you're like, it's sad in here. Yeah. These ladies' lives are fucking wrecked.
Well, not even I don't even feel bad for the dudes in there. I'm like, True. This is this is fucking gross.
Yeah, true. I might start handing out like men's rights YouTube pamphlets and like, bro, dude, don't give up the frame, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking hold it down.
You heard of the Tate Brothers? You need to listen to the Tate Brothers. I used to go to the strip club all the time, not to see the strippers.
For sure.
No, I had a friend. His name was Clay, right? And he was the bouncer. This big old 6'9", ex Golden Gloves.
Jealous you knew the bouncer because I don't know any of the bouncers.
He was a comic too.
That's sick.
So he'd be like, let's go eat orange chicken. And so they didn't even make orange chicken at the strip club.
Nice.
But we go to the strip club and the guy would make it for us, right? And we'd eat there and we just talk and stuff. And of course there's titties around, but in San Antonio it's different because they have to wear pasties.
Dude, yeah.
And
might as well not even do it at all.
It looks like fucking old dog eyes. It's gross as shit.
I hate that. I hate that.
And then so anyway, so we'd go and we'd do that. And then after he passed away, right? And so what really freaked me out is the people that were going there. I don't want to say the worst of the worst.
What time were you there?
And late at night, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Not during the day or anything.
I should deliver beer during the day, and you'd see like 4 dudes in there just like hugging straight, just holding on to them. Like,
oh, those are the sad dudes. Yeah,
God damn, brother. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So not the worst. You're saying worst of the worst. These were just like bad
the drug
dudes.
dealers and murderers.
Yeah.
I remember his cousin showed up. And he's like, "We got to go," and I'm like, "What? It's your family. Let's hang out." Right?
Yeah.
He's like, "Dude, he just got off his case because the person who's going to testify him died.
Yeah.
He's going to testify, and the guy's dead. So we got to go." And I don't know. And I'm talking to all these dudes, and I'm like, "Look at this weirdo with gloves on and this fake braided hair.
Just kill you."
The guy's a killer because he's wearing gloves because he don't want fingerprints, and he has 7 types of hair, so you don't know who.
God,
yeah, I was just like, oh shit, I didn't know I was around villains.
Yeah, I tried it on for size. I remember at one point I was like selling weed for a while, and I was like, I get extra money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chill at the strip club, and it was just like, so a lady just took like $100 off me and like got my number and took it. Like came to my house, like I have $100 more. I was like, yeah, here you go. And then I was like, what am I? This sucks.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I doing? I learned really quick. I was like, I'll just chill here. It's normal. I should be here. I was looking. I did a similar inventory of the dudes around me, and I was like, I'm not cut out for this.
No,
I'm
at all.
I'm gonna go on home. Yeah, the dudes they can chill in a strip club solo on like a Tuesday night. It's like they're tough.
Yeah,
they're tough dudes.
Yeah,
and it's kind of nuts. It is a nuts place to be like, I'm gonna post up for a second. I tried it on. I was like, this might be my thing. I might be a solo strip club guy.
My friend, I remember
wasn't ready for it.
In the Valley, we go to this strip club, and it was the last time he was like, I'm never going to strip club because he went to the strip club and he's like, oh shit, I used to teach her. Like he's a teacher, and that girl used to be in his class, and now she's 19 years old with a bad body stripping. And
just about to say,
yeah. And I was just like, oh, you get a lap dance from her? He's like, this is creepy, dude. I gotta go.
When did he teach her?
She must have been 8th grade. So this is like,
oh, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, this is like 6 years later.
Yeah, he had to get out.
So he was just like, I know her parents and shit, and
yeah,
you know what I mean. So it was weird. It was very weird for him. I could see it on his face. Like this ruined it for me.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Which I like that because that means my friend's a good guy.
True, yeah.
Versus if he's like, oh, I remember when I used to teach her. I knew she was going to be bad.
True. That's nice he did that. Although he could have went home and masturbated furiously.
He probably
might have been like, bro, I got it. This is just too, I'm not with this. He's like, I'm going to go fucking rip one. Dude, I got to go rip one right now.
Oh my God. I remember that, like the coaches and stuff, and fuck, I don't know if I should say, fuck it. Where they would be like, we'd be talking about girls in school. But he's a grown ass man. And he's like, oh yeah, so and so's badass. And we're over here like, yeah, I fingered her. And it's just like, and then later on you find out after they graduated, they were just running through all of them.
Yeah, there was a lot of gym teachers who I think that's negotiated when you hire a gym teacher. You can fuck all these chicks too.
Part of the pension.
We're not going to pay you really much, but you can totally fuck all the chicks. Gym teachers are #1 offenders.
Yes.
They're the dudes who get busted big time. Like the football coach, gym teacher, who's like football coach / gym teacher. That dude is. I went to an all-boys school, luckily, so there wasn't literally no hot chicks there at all.
The gym teachers go after the girls.
Exactly.
The English teachers,
those
are the ones going after the dudes.
Well, they're hopeless romantics, dude. You can't blame them. They're reading all these romantic stories all day. And they see a young boy, and they're like, I love him so much, dude.
And you always think, like, how does somebody fall for that? And now looking back, like me and that same friend, the one that saw the strippers, like, oh, I got to get out of here. We look back at a guy that got kicked out of school because of some shit that happened. And we both look back like, and he tells me a story that I had never heard, and I tell him a story he had never heard. I was like, how the fuck did we not think that was weird as shit?
What was the story? What do you mean?
Well, his story was that we played basketball, and he had a fever that day in a basketball game. So he's like, hi, Mr. So-and-so, can I just lay down in the back room you have? He's like, yeah. And he's laying down. And when he opens his eyes, he's on the floor laying down. The teacher's rubbing his back.
Mister?
Yeah. Big dude. He's rubbing his back with his big old fucking hands. He's like, you okay there, buddy? You okay? Like moving his hair and stuff. And he's like, yeah, I feel a lot better. And he got up and left.
Oh,
and I was like, that's fucking crazy. because what he did to me was I didn't have my homework, and I'm a senior.
Yeah.
I didn't have my homework, and he goes, turn around. I was like, what? He goes, turn around. I turn around, and he puts his hand right where my underwear is, right? And I feel the back of his fingers touch the top of my crack, and he grabs my underwear. He goes, next time I'm going to hang you from here.
Oh,
and I was like,
what the
all right.
fuck?
And I'm like an idiot. I'm just like fucking frozen. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, you're saying you both had stories of close encounters.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like mine was a little worse.
Yeah, dude.
I can still feel the back of his nail touch the top of my crack. I'm just like, oh,
That's
shit.
crazy.
And I know he was in there just in English class. So
This was the English. You had a big gay alpha English teacher?
yeah, and he wanted me to be, he's like, hey, my son's going to Texas State too. Why don't you guys be roommates? And I remember being like, nah, I'm good. I ain't being roommates with that guy. Fuck that.
I'm always mortified by dudes that are just on that and they're just kind of like, no, I got it. It's all under control. I'm just gonna grab this kid's underwear. It's no big deal.
Right. And I didn't know how to, because
I have so much anxiety day to day. I can't imagine harboring like I just like cornered a fucking high school kid and was like, you're very strong and attractive. And then just be like, all right, dude, we'll pick this up later.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, he wasn't going after, that's the thing, he wasn't going after freshmen.
He was off the seniors?
Yeah, like we're seniors. We're,
Yeah.
especially in the Valley, everybody's tiny. My friend's 6'4", right?
Yeah.
We're big dudes compared to everybody else.
He was hunting buffalo.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was hunting
Which makes me
buffalo,
think he's
dude.
like, I want you to give it to me. That's what I want.
And he got busted?
Yeah, he had and his wife was like a principal too, and yeah, it got real bad for them. And because they were well known within the school district.
It's always, dude. It's always the case.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
Imagine catching that tongue lashing too. That's what I always try to tell my wife. I'm like, dude, there's guys out here doing fucked up stuff. You're on my ass about stuff. I'm like, I could be worse. She's always like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, there's bad stuff, all right? That's all I'm saying. There's a lot of bad stuff going on. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Imagine being like, did you grab a kid's ass crack? And you're like, barely touched his ass crack. I don't know. Dude, oh, it's gotta suck.
And then more and more stories start coming out about him, and then we're just like, why didn't nobody say shit? Why were we all like?
I mean, that's one experience. You can't even imagine being a woman married to a dude who was just like trying to blow seniors.
She had to know something.
You think? Yeah, they're usually pretty. Yeah.
And she's like, I'm just not gonna say nothing because
Ugh.
as long as he keeps it under wraps, and
I just wonder if there is a sick part of like a women's psychology that enjoys having like a highly scandalized husband and being like, ugh, he's disgusting.
yeah, I'm sure.
Like
they
Huma
have that.
Abedin had Anthony Weiner.
Yeah.
She got to enjoy that, like put on big sunglasses and be like, he's a disgusting pervert. My husband's a disgusting pervert. I'm a victim. You know, Weiner has a talk show, by the way. Anthony Weiner has an AM radio show.
Ooh,
Mhm.
What does he talk about? Politics?
Babes. No, he talks about politics.
I saw him on
Talks about sexting.
PBN or some
PBD. He was on
PBD,
Patrick
yeah.
Bet Davis.
Yeah.
My brother showed me, and I was like, no fucking way.
And he went nuts. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
This is conspiracy. Oh,
Dude,
like,
he kind of was crushing it. And just from like a debater's perspective.
yeah.
He was kind of crushing them in debate. And then he got to like PBD, obviously being a beast, dude, was just like, dude, why are you so weird about sending your dick to kids or whatever? And he was like, dude, I think he was specifically being like, what was the nature of your addiction? Because he's like, are you seeking help? And he was saying, he's like, technically I'm in Sex Addicts Anonymous. And what happened to me, I'm more of like he's like, it was more of a technology thing. He claims that he was more into kind of the immediate feedback of the digital age and he's like, dude, this was his words. He was crushing in the debate until this point. And he was like, and it's pretty creative, but he was like, dude, for me, it's not even about like what I'm even sending. It's like people can ask for gardening advice. Bam. I love the feedback. And then PBD's like, but you did send your penis to it. And he's like, yeah, that was just like part of the whole blur of the whole thing. And it's like, dude, you definitely don't get the same rush sending, like talking on Reddit. Like I actually use fucking Percolate or whatever. He's like, you were fucking sending your dick to underage. He was trying to claim it had nothing to do with the content.
Mhm.
It was just like those notifications, man, this is addictive stuff. And it's like, dude.
That's how you know how detached they are from reality, because that Subway guy, Jared, was just like, well, it's because I was fat and I was addicted to food, so now I'm addicted to kids. And it's like, there's no, what the fuck are you talking
It's
about?
like, I like treats too, dude. I like treats too. You're telling me if I quit the treats, I'm just going to be a menace to kids?
Yeah.
If I go on the keto diet, I'm going to start, just driving past schools. I'm like, God fucking damn it, dude.
Eat Subway, you're going to fuck these kids.
Yeah, that was fucking bullshit, man. He's a pedophile, that's all. And that's the trouble, man. It's like, yeah, it's like, I do understand. They're a conundrum because again, if you're an Eastern, that's the Eastern philosophy thing. It's like, yeah, dude, you just gotta let that kind of. I mean, I don't think they let them go there, but it's like, what do you do to those guys? Because we don't do much here for them. They don't get crushed as hard as you'd think.
No.
It's very bizarre. that they don't get like the absolute worst of the worst.
Because I think too many of them are in, man, I'm going to sound like total conspiracy. They're in places of power.
They must have their boys, dude. Because it's like, dude, if I always said before, it's like, it should be the rule, like the neighbor rule. Like, who would you rather live next to, a drug dealer or a pedophile? So I'd rather live next to a drug dealer, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's like the less you'd want to have a person as a neighbor, the higher their sentence, the more they should be kept out of society.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, if the guy's like a meth cook, yeah, fucking put him on the top of the list. Pedophile, throw him up there. It's like coke dealer, not ideal, obviously, but like it wouldn't be the end of the world.
Weed dealer, great though.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Like you get them down here, but but for some reason, pedophiles, like there is not like it's not as big as you think.
Have you ever heard that TED Talk that got banned, where that lady's trying to like advocate?
I love banned TED Talks. But what was she advocating for?
She was saying, poor guy, he's only attracted to 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like he's like, how would you feel if that's all you were attracted to?
Horny.
It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, they're trying to rebrand them as minor attracted people.
Yes.
They're trying to slide them into the LGBTs.
No.
LGBTQ, dude. Minor, I'm a map, a minor attracted person.
Blah.
Yeah, it's
That's the hill I die on.
You just can't do it. Yeah, you just can't do it. That's my thing. It's like, yeah, that sucks. I'm glad. Like, I hear you, but it's like people are gonna want to shoot you in the fucking face because it's like if you come around and you're fucking business casual with your Smirnoff Ices, dude, people are gonna shoot you.
Ugh.
Especially once you have kids, you're like, dude, if there was a dude trying to do that, it's on in terms of like the enragement. It's on par with murder.
Mm-hmm.
It's up there. It's like if someone, if you think about it, like what is something like your family members would be like, let's kill this guy for. If they murdered someone, it's like, let's fucking kill this guy.
Yeah.
If they were molesting, it's like that's enough for people to be like, I'll shoot this guy.
Yeah.
Like we'll go and we'll shoot this guy. That's it.
He's a sick dog. Put him down.
Yeah, and it's up there. But if for some reason it's like, dude, it's just
Well, the thing I had this, which is a weird debate to have, but I had this debate with another comic. They're like, well, it just depends on where you're at, because in South Korea, at the age of 21, so to them we're all disgusting. You know what I mean? And he goes, and in other places like in France, it's now 15.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, so who's to say? I'm just like, dude, you can't advocate for this.
Yeah.
And he was just, and then the response back, I go, can a child consent? And he goes, no. I go, therefore it's rape. You're advocating for rape is what you're advocating for.
I think we have and it's like one of those things where it's like, it's just like a governor where it's like, dude, yeah, you can technically date an 18-year-old woman, but like there's the legal aspect because you just have to have some sort of firewall.
Yeah. And
then there's kind of like, if you're 30, like, yeah, dude, you can date an 18-year-old, but like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, I mean, I think there's, man, I don't even want to, maybe I shouldn't bring it up, but when Seinfeld dated that 17-year-old, like it was weird because people were just like,
when did he do that?
He was 38. He was at the height of Seinfeld.
Maybe that's all there is to like, get rich as hell and then date teenagers. That's Elvis.
He was picking her up from school.
What?
Yeah.
Probably in a cool ass car with some coffee, dude.
Definitely.
Probably in a cool ass car.
Comedians get 17-year-olds. I don't drink coffee. Can I get hot cocoa?
He's under fire for the 17-year-old date.
Now. He's under fire now. He's not under fire when it was
happening. He started crying about the millennials, dude. And they were like,
yeah.
I'm like, dude, you dated a 17-year-old, you freak. And he's like, well, what's the deal with them? What's the deal with school zones, dude? Everyone. I mean, everyone's getting crushed, man. It's tough.
Google's ruining our heroes.
It is weird though that it's like now, like how did nobody know? Nobody cared back then. Everyone was probably like, yeah, you fucking creep.
Yeah.
But back then you would just kind of laugh, like, man, it's kind of. It was back in like when I think when my dad was younger, like there were child molesters on the street, like, yo, that guy's. They would call them creeps, like that guy's a creep.
And now, see, this is the type of People magazine. Look who's in love. That's how they spun it.
Are they still together?
No, they're not together anymore. But this was him picking her up from school.
Oh my God, look at that fucking, look at the neck, go to the next picture. Look at that smile on his, look at that fucking smirk, dude. That's like walking through the airport with weed. You're like, just go. Damn, so they're dating for a while.
Yeah, they did it for a few years.
But was he within his legal right then or no?
Well, he waited till she was out of high school in 18. But
so he courted her.
For when she was 17.
Yeah, I heard a story. It was funny. I heard a story one time from a guy from another country where he was saying, I don't remember who this was, but they were saying like their father came back from some sort of military stuff, went to the high school, picked out a lady and was like, told the teacher, like, make sure she doesn't date any boys. That's going to be my wife. He went back away and came back 2 years later and like just married her. But she was for sure like probably 16. And he was probably like 19, 18 in the military or something. It was something weird. Maybe he might have been in his 20s. But yeah, I remember it was kind of funny to be like, make sure she's a good girl and doesn't date boys. I'm going to marry that woman.
Yeah.
Just came back and was like, yeah. And they've been married ever since.
Well, that's love.
That's the thing. When you put it that way, it's kind of sweet. It's like, yeah, it's kind of nice.
Oh yeah, all your grandpa stories when they tell you stuff, it's like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, cause my grandfather was 23 and my grandmother was 16.
Yeah.
And they got married. They had 9 kids. And for some reason,
but here's the thing. Back then, you couldn't be gross about it because you were just like, yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Now you're being gross about it. It's like a fetish now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's wrong, but it is a sticky issue. Your friend brings up a fair point by being like, yeah, dude, it's 21 back over there. Also, though, he's saying the age of consent is what, 21 to 21. Like so if you're 21, you can't date a 20-year-old, basically. Or
in South Korea, it's whatever. I don't know exactly how it works, but if you're the way it is 18 here, it's 21 over there. And my response was like, yeah, but Koreans look a lot younger. So an 18-year-old Korean looks 14.
That's a fair point as well.
Yeah,
it's got to be on looks.
Yeah,
it's got to be hot or not. It's got to be a panel of hot or not.
Brazilians 17.
yeah. In Brazil, I think it's a lot younger too. I went to Brazil and I was over there when I was 21, I think. And I remember meeting a girl and her being like, we had made out, obviously, my bad. And she was like, Dia de Sage. And I was like, what? Or Siete, whatever it was. And she told me she was 17. I was like, and I told the dude, all we did was kiss. And I told this guy, I'm like, dude, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, dude, we don't do that. That doesn't matter. Yeah. And I remember just being like, Tuh. But yeah, I mean, that really happened to me. But it was like
I like how you said that happened to me.
I was a victim. But no, I remember just being like, to be fair, they're very the women in Brazil are very forward and very kind of like, and I remember like I was literally minding my own business, dude, and she fucking kissed me.
Let's do another.
I remember being like, "Cuantos años?" There's a stage, and I was like, "Fuck." The dude was like, "We don't do that here, man. Don't worry." And I was just like, "No, I'm an American. I'm going to turn myself into jail and go to jail." But there's that. And again, I was literally 21 years old, but I think there's a big difference between that and being like 35 years old and being like, I have this island and we're all going to go to it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's like there is obviously, dude, it's like there's definitely a fine line. Like I'm not sounding like a pedophile, but there's for sure an intersection of youth and beauty, right? Like for sure.
Yeah.
If a woman's 80 versus a 24-year-old, the 24-year-old's obviously more attractive. So I do get that.
Yeah.
But it's also like, you can't just perv out on that line where it's like, fuck, oh, she's so fucking, that's where it's kind of like, dude, you're just being a pervert. You're just perving out on this lady. And then, then there's because there's a point where it's like, there's a 24-year-old's, you can marry a 24-year-old. There's nothing wrong with that. But then it's like, you just keep scaling that down. And eventually you are dealing with a child's mind for your own sexual pleasure. It's like, dude, it's weird and shitty and kind of creepy to do.
Yeah.
So it's like,
but they want fathers. So
true.
Yeah.
You know, have a good daddy. Yeah. There's be a good daddy. You need to be a good daddy then, dude. But yeah, it's fucking weird.
Because now Leonardo DiCaprio is getting shit because he's like
21-year-olds.
25, you're done.
I heard he has a program where they literally bring women. You have like what I've heard was there's a thing where a woman signs an NDA with like his people, and then he's laying in a hotel room blasting, I've heard MGMT on headphones, and he just listens to like Time to Pretend while chicks just ride out. And he's like, all right, thanks. Goodbye.
I mean,
I've heard he's got it like that, where it's just him in a hotel room, his people handle all of his pussy appointments, and they just send him through to Leo, and he just lays there. And, just listens to his playlist.
I'm going to defend him a little bit. I'm going to defend him a little because this guy's been in the Hollywood cog for a long time.
True. He also paid his dues as a child star.
Well, that's what I was going to say. What did they do to him? I'm glad that they're 21 and up. Thank you. You know what I mean? That's the best possible thing that he could do. Everybody, think about everybody else. The horrible things that they did.
He paid his dues. You gotta give it to him. Kevin Spacey was a true bad boy.
Ugh.
He was grabbing like boys' asses and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, his was a creep. That whole thing. That was a weird. I mean, it really was just like a witching thing.
I can't watch American Beauty now.
Yeah, such a good movie, dude.
But like now it's like
him with that young weed dealer. And
yeah.
Like, thanks. How do I smoke this stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
And at that time when we're young watching it, we're like, oh, that'd be, she is hot. But I mean, we're the same age as her. And now it's like, what?
Oh, when he was, I forgot. There was he was with that was a whole story.
Yeah.
Forgot all about it. I was thinking him with that weed dealer worrying about, like, he's going to get that little boy. But no, it was him and his daughter's friend and all that stuff. Yeah.
And she's like, opens up her shirt and all the flowers come out. We're like, how artistic. And we're like, now 2023 eyes, it's like, he's a pedophile. What the fuck?
Yeah, man. That was a huge shift in perception. We had, it was like the idea of like fucking teenagers when we were younger was like a joke. It was just like, oh yeah, jailbait. And now it's just like that's a serious crime, and you're a fucking, you know, that has fucking shifted within by the time when I was little. Even when I watched, remember Californication? Californication, the pilot episode was David Duchovny fucking a teenager, and then like
oh shit,
figuring out she was a teenager and being like, oh fuck, and like the whole reveal was that like he worked with the teenager's parents. That was just like the opening scene.
Or Never Been Kissed. Remember that one with what's her name? Never. There we go. Yeah, it's what's her face? What was her name?
Oh, fucking Jesus Christ! I think I have Alzheimer's. The lady, she's the fucking from E.T. Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, Drew Barrymore. So this guy,
dude, getting old sucks, dude. I definitely have Alzheimer's. My brain has just dumped so much stuff out. Like Drew Barrymore, she paid her dues too, I believe.
Well, yeah, she's getting drunk. But so the teacher, which was this guy, which in this picture he really looks like his character. Like,
hey, he does actually. He looks like a bookish pedophile.
Yeah, he does. But he falls in love with her in the movie. And then is upset when he finds out that she's really not in high school and is a reporter. They went into they went into high.
Why was she there?
Because she's a reporter, and so she goes back to high school to write a report on how high school is nowadays. And she pretends to be a high school person, a high school kid, right, in her 20s. And the teacher's like flirting with her and falls in love with her. Finds out she's a reporter and is like, "Oh, I don't love you anymore." And then at the very end of the movie, they meet up at a baseball field. And it's a whole crowd there, and she's standing there in the middle of the field, and he comes out with his hands in his pocket like, I do love you. And they go out, and the whole crowd cheers. And at the time, it was a good rom-com. Now it's like, what the fuck? Dude's a pedo. He's been a pedo the whole time.
I know, dude. That's crazy. And James Franco is in it?
And David Arquette is a brother who goes back and pretends to be in high school, too, just to fuck high school girls. Yeah.
What? I was 99, yeah. Yeah, dude, it was a... oh my God, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, see, he pretends to be like, he's like, yeah, look at me. I'm
a
young kid.
That's a sick and twisted lady dream, though. Because that's the other thing, too, dude. All women's shows are all high school dramas.
Yeah.
That's a creepy... I tried to bring that up one time as like a bit on stage, and everyone just kind of stonewalled me because I was like, all of our girlfriends are watching child porn, and everyone's just like, dude, stop. Get out of here.
See, that's her trying to pretend she's in high school.
Fuck, dude. That's such a sick and twisted fantasy.
And he saw her like, oh, this one's weak. I can get this one. This one, she's a dork.
Oh, Jesus, man. Yeah, and that's okay. So then he was kind of like the fun, like,
yeah, and he was like helping her, like, you can do it. I'll help you fuck this teacher. See, look, they're all there, and then they kiss at the end.
I'm sorry, I'm not hot. I wasn't attracted to you when I found out you weren't a child.
Yeah,
yeah, it's kind of fucked.
And it was just a cool romp scene. She thought, oh, he's not gonna come out.
And he comes out.
And there's a countdown.
I'll kiss your fucking ass, I guess. Fucking bullshit, dude. This is fucking bullshit.
What the fuck was wrong with us in 1999?
I'm telling you, we were processing this stuff because it was like just a generation before. Well, maybe we were a couple generations removed from like women dying in childbirth. They would just ship, someone would just ship you their cousin and be like, yeah, you can just marry her then. Get her off my fucking hands. She'd have 2 kids, croak in childbirth. A lot of dudes that ended up having like 2 or 3 wives.
Yeah.
Because you get married when you're young, and then you die at like 56. You just get like a heart attack.
That silent generation is probably full of pedos.
Oh, yeah. Big time. And you had to be a man about it, too.
Yeah.
You couldn't cry about it. You had to be a fucking man about it. If someone grabbed your asshole, you'd have to suck it up, dude. Don't be a fucking pussy. I don't want to hear you crying about this shit. That really happened. Like 2 generations ago, if you went to your dad and like, this guy touched my asshole, he'd be like, shut the fuck up, dude. No, he didn't. We don't do that shit. And he's like, no, he fucking touched my ass. He didn't touch your fucking asshole.
Well, then you were asking for it, weren't you?
Oh, Flannery's asses don't get touched in this family. And they're like, all right, fuck. Yeah, the priest, they all turned a blind eye to the priest. The priest had a field day, and they were like, don't you say that about Father O'Malley.
Yeah.
So he'd be fucking sucked my balls. He's like, no, you didn't know. So what the fuck? That sucks, dude. Because I had to go to Catholic church, and I remember being like, man, this place is kind of boring, but like, I mean, obviously getting molested too would have been the icing. That would have been like the total final straw. I'm like, all right, enough. It's boring. And then I go get molested by the priest. That would just be too much.
How they move them around too. They move them to like different countries and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh.
Yeah, it's tough.
What's crazy, I'm like, because I'm Catholic, and people be like, how can you be Catholic and be cool with that? I'm like, I'm not cool with that. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
That's like saying like, well, how can you be American and all this stuff that I was just like,
true.
You can love your country and hate your government.
True, yeah.
You know what I mean? I can love my religion and hate the fucking bullshit that they do.
Yeah, true. I mean, because you can take that argument anywhere. Just be like, and again, yeah, the Catholic Church was ripping pretty hard, but yeah, if you look into all those, there's a lot of places that were doing it.
The craziest talk I ever heard, and I fucking wanted to throw up, was it was a Catholic priest, And he goes, 2% of men are pedophiles. Only 1% of Catholic priests. I was like, time out. That's your argument?
I mean, dude, it's pretty good.
Time out. He goes, so percentage-wise, we're doing pretty good. And I'm like, are you? What the fuck?
I know. Dude, I read a lot of books on like religion and spirituality, and I read this one book, I think it's called Unconditional Love, and it was by this priest, and it's a beautiful, slim little book, and I like really liked it. It was a really, really nice book, and I was like, man, this guy's like, he's got to have other books. He's got to be more well known. Google his name, pedophile. I'm like, motherfucker, dude, pedophile. Plus, he came out and was like, he got like old, and people came out against him, and he was like, yeah, my bad, I was a piece of shit, and just that was it. They just kind of carted him off somewhere.
Yeah.
And then I read another book of a similar vein. And this dude, I didn't even Google him. I was like, I don't even want to look it up. But he had this cool book, and he's talking. Towards the end, he was just like, there's something special about it. He was talking about like just the beauty in relationships. And he was like, he's like, okay, for sure. And then all of a sudden he goes too. So I took like my little mushroom microdose. Damn. Dude, that was intense, man.
That's a lot.
Does
the blind dog have like the creepy gray eyes?
He's getting them. They're getting cloudy.
Ugh.
So, and I was trying to like act like he was all legit, and I would watch him about to walk into shit, and I would have to pull his leash. So I was kind of like leading him through the airport.
Just a reverse service animal situation.
I just had to get him here.
Blind dog with a seeing eye man.
Yeah, dude, for real. It's like his vision's going. He ate 14 chocolate cupcakes last year, and dude, it fucked him up.
Yeah.
He's never recovered. He's ate some gnarly shit. Like he's accidentally eaten mushrooms before. Little tiny bit, but he's been through the ringer. But the chocolate cupcakes were on him for real.
Yeah, that'll fuck
and
people up,
dude. It fucked him up.
Mm-hmm. Were they edibles or just normal chocolate?
No, they were
cupcakes?
regular chocolate cupcakes.
Chocolate frosting.
No, it was chocolate cake cupcakes. And I think specifically for dogs, theobromine is like there's caffeine and then there's theobromine. And theobromine just wrecks dogs.
Yeah.
So he's going blind now. So
damn.
I know. I feel bad. At least we got him down here. He loves the sun, so he's just been laying in a sunspot.
Yeah.
But he made the trip.
That's what blind people love. The blind people love the sun.
It's true.
The feeling of the sun.
It's got to be the best, dude.
Yeah.
Well, he was born. We rescued him, so he was born in North Philly and was just like circling like a YMCA eating trash. So it's just crazy. I always look at him like, damn, dude, you're in Austin.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
He made it.
Who would have thought he'd make it out of the hood, dude? My dog fully made it out of the hood, eating trash.
Yeah.
Now he's eating like probiotic
yeah.
pup treats, laying in the sunlight in Texas. He has no idea where the fuck he is, but
it's amazing.
The flight was cool though, man. It was fun, man. We had to ask someone. We're like, we'll just ask someone to switch seats with us so we could all like sit together. It's it was Bernard Hopkins.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was the executioner. So my wife's like, yeah, like I was pretending to be a dog trainer like throughout the airport. So I'm walking around and my wife's like, yeah, they're saying it's like some guy. He was like a boxer or something. Like I'm just gonna talk to myself. And I was like, dude, please stop. Don't say anything. Yeah, dude, he's the nicest guy in the world. He was coming down here, I think, to do Rogan's podcast.
Yeah, one of the all-time greats, the executioner.
Yeah, dude, he was super nice, super gracious. He was like, yeah, no, he's allergic to dogs, but he was just
really,
like, yeah. And I was like, fuck, it just felt like the biggest asshole. And dude,
it's like I'm allergic to dogs, but not actual service dogs. He's just sneezing and coughing.
It's actually a legal ADA requirement. Yeah, it's illegal for you to be allergic to these dogs. But,
yeah.
But yeah, that was a trek down here. 2 little kids, 2 dogs, and just fucking.
It's crazy when B-Hop, who's been hit tens of thousands of times, has better eyesight than your dog.
I know, dude. And especially my wife was like, I'll talk to him myself. I'm like, dude, please don't start talking shit to this. She has no idea who he is. Like, I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
Yeah.
In the airport with my fake dogs, dude.
Yeah. Do not talk shit to Bernard Hopkins. She's like, this black guy has quite the attitude sitting next to us.
My wife's black, dude. She has the attitude.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
So
right.
she would have popped off. She would have went and popped off. It's not like a white lady going up to an old black dude. This is a youngish black lady going up and popping off, dude. She has no fucking respect, dude. I should,
Damn.
Sorry, but either way, thanks for doing this, man.
No, of course. Pumped.
Yeah, man. So how is it down here? Is this good, you're saying?
I love it. I love it. It's the fucking best.
Nice.
Everything that, I spent almost 2 decades in Los Angeles, and I thought it was great until the shit hit the fan. When you're at a place and
COVID shit, or was it just like
that and
political stuff?
George Floyd riots hit my neighborhood specifically.
Yeah,
all that shit that was on the national news, that was literally my street. Like that was my actual little, like I'm talking about like a 20, 30 step walk around a corner was 3rd and Fairfax.
Damn, especially
and that's it. Those cop cars that are on fire and everything, that's literally, I'm talking about not like people say like, oh, down the block. Oh, I live a walk away. I'm talking about like,
oh God.
I'm talking about like a 15-second walk. So all that shit. That's my Chase Bank. That's my coffee shop. That's my Whole Foods. That's my Trader Joe's.
How dare they?
Yep. Yeah, I lived right on the other side of that.
Oh,
Just
man.
on the other
So
side.
you're not talking about just like a harsh vibe. This was like
Gotham City.
seriously bad
Yep.
shit.
Oh, all the way.
We
And
had
I
it. We had it in Philly a little bit. It was like a couple of the cop cars did get like torched and stuff, but it wasn't as bad as this. What it looks like, but it was pretty gnarly. The worst part would have been like the struggling actors being out there and being like, "Get the fuck out, you
Oh,
fucking dork!
exactly.
Get out of
Oh,
here."
they were all fucking. They were in the tornado position in their homes. These cowards. Me and my buddy Rick Kosick, who was my longtime neighbor, and he's the camera guy for the Jackass movies. You see him all the time back there throwing up and fucking getting fake cum thrown on him and shit.
Oh man.
But anyway, we're homies and we were very close as neighbors. And the whole thing was happening. You know, those are all daytime pictures. So what you're
Jesus,
seeing
at
there is
nighttime.
like 3 p.m., 5 p.m. That's the sun out.
That
What you
makes
don't
sense.
see is what we saw, which was we went out for a walk at fucking 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Ah.
And it was like the craziest shit you've ever seen in your entire. Every single inch of everything was covered in graffiti, and people without license plates were just pulling up and breaking a window that was existing
Yeah.
of a business that we all know the owners of. Again, that's our dry cleaners, that's our barber, that's our coffee shop,
Yeah.
that's our cupcake shop, that's
For
our
sure.
blind dog cupcake shop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything. And to watch it happen and to know the owners and to know what they went through, and then they built it and then they were thriving and then
Yeah.
just crash or fire. You know, they lit the Trader Joe's that was literally, there was just an alleyway separating our apartment building from this Trader Joe's. They lit it on fire.
It is funny thinking about all those dudes in Hawaiian shirts being like, "Ah, dude, stop! Ah, dude, seriously." Yeah, later Trader Joe's. That's
Yeah, come on. The cheap
Kinda-
shit's just flammable.
kind of a hate crime too, dude. Burning down a Whole Foods is like, all right, dude, that's kind of politically motivated.
Yeah. But it was crazy to see, and it kind of like ruined it for us. I don't know what it's like to
Yeah.
have like a wife get raped in front of you.
Yeah.
But I'd imagine this is like 3% at least. I'm afraid there's some guy that's watched his wife get raped
That's how it
listening right
starts.
now.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
how it
you don't
starts.
even know what it was like.
Oh, that's a good
Don't
sign.
use that as an analogy. I watched my wife get raped. But but
True.
it's what it felt like, you know.
If you're out there, that's terrible, dude.
Yeah.
Although it is a good thing because that's where that's starting to go.
Yeah.
It's like as soon as everything's on fire, it's like the next thing on everyone's mind is like,
And all it
"Let's go get
takes,
some motherfucking pussy."
yeah.
That's a motherfucking-
But all it takes is one time of watching your actual neighborhood like have that happen to it.
Oh,
That's
fuck,
what I
man.
learned. A lot of other people, you know, that didn't live in my hood stayed and they're there and whatever. They rationalize still enjoying Los Angeles.
Yeah,
But-
I had more like I would look outside and I'd see a bunch of like stocky lesbians trudging up my street and I'd be like, "What the hell are these guys up to?" And then I was like, "Oh, okay." And I saw, you know, mine wasn't that bad,
Right.
but there were like the firebomb. I would talk to guys who were down there at those fire bombings and like, yeah, that was fucked up, but it was kind of cool to see. And I'm like, well, it's pretty fucked, dude. That's not a good, you know,
Yeah.
especially if it's that widespread. It's like because Philly keeps having, you know, lootings and all this stuff, and it's like, dude,
Yeah.
it's just, you know, the gig's kind of up.
I had to reschedule a theater there for the first time in my life a couple weeks ago. The flight got delayed by 4 hours. All the backup plans were New York, New Jersey, Baltimore, and that was the day that they all flooded out. And then it's like, okay, we were going to get a jet for the first time ever. And I'm like, okay, I'll just fucking break even, get the jet. These people need to laugh. And then one of my openers, Cam Patterson's dad, flew to Philly and got there super early. And he's like, it took me 3 hours to get from the airport to the hotel downtown. And this was at like 1:30 p.m.
Yeah.
But everything was so fucked up in the afternoon that it took him 3 hours during the main lootings that are happening there. So we're just like, fuck it. It's impossible to fucking make it. So we had to reschedule a theater because
that
the
fucking
lootings
sucks. 'Cause
in
of the
Philly.
lootings. Yeah, that's
'cause
not-
people just letting people take shit.
It was the Apple store. Although someone was brought to justice. Did you see the story about she was like an influencer. She's like a 21-year-old chick who was filmed herself on camera on social media being like, "Fuck yeah, we're here." We're looting." She got caught right away, obviously.
Oh shit.
Yeah, her grandmother chastised her though. Her grandmother went on camera like, "This is bullshit. We shouldn't be doing this."
Damn, meatball.
Yeah, I mean, dude. Yeah,
And that was in Philly?
that's sorry, Meatball. Yeah, Meatball came out. She's
So
fucking
technically your
popping on Instagram. I think she's got more fucking followers.
So at one point in Philly, your dog's eyes were cloudy with the chance of meatballs?
Meatballs could have got. Yeah, she could have gotten my dog.
Mm-hmm.
No, she was there like cheering on people stepping on iPhones, which is even like, dude, at least just take the fucking iPhone. Don't break it.
Yeah.
Take it. At least do something with it. Jesus Christ, man. I'll just break iPads.
It's so crazy. It's literally the dumbest place to loot. You've seen what they do, right? What Apple does if you loot them?
No.
They send an alert. Because this is another thing that happened. I lived next to an Apple store.
Yeah.
I mean, again, like a minute and a half walk from an Apple store. And that night they trashed it, and then they showed the alert that Apple puts on all the devices. They send out a thing
they're all tracked.
that literally says, "We know that you looted this phone. Return it, or we're sending the police
So they
directly to it."
They give a
Like it's like, did it. This phone is inoperable. We know that you looted this.
oh
yeah.
pretty sci-fi dystopian too.
Oh yeah, of course.
Very Blade Runner-esque.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's just like a 12-year-old kid. Like, what the fuck is what
Right.
the fuck is
Yeah, I
this?
just bought this for $50. This sucks.
What the fuck? I'm being tracked by Skynet.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Me and Josh were talking extensively about how bad things are looking for, a lot of people right now. And it's like, yeah, dude, it sucks, but got to figure it out, man. You can't be smashing. It just doesn't work. The smash and grab doesn't fucking work. I knew kids. I worked in a high school for a little bit. I knew kids that were trying to do like fraud's the big thing now, like scamming. And I always tell these kids, I'm like, dude, you're going to get caught, dude.
Yeah.
These guys are spending. They'd be like like high school kids on like Venmo. Like, I got like $50 from another account. And it's like, dude, these banks spend hundreds of millions of dollars. They're gonna get you.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna get. You're not getting. And there's people now that just scam young scammers because it's like it's hard to sell drugs now. Like, you can't really do it like that anymore. If you're like a young kid living in like the inner city, it's like it's not really an option to like bust down a fucking kilo of cocaine. At least, not anymore. It's like it's everything's tracked, everything's getting cracked down.
Yeah. And
Yeah, dude.
fentanyl.
Yeah, and it's a Fed. Selling Fed actually is probably pretty profitable for a young kid.
Yeah.
They should be selling fentanyl. What the fuck are they breaking these fucking
Yeah.
stores?
Exactly. You got to go with where the market leads you.
Yeah, dude. The hell, man. There's a bunch of fentanyl sitting there getting cold, dude. We need to move that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're breaking into fucking stores and it
all comes from China. Everything we're talking about, fentanyl, iPhones.
Yeah, China did cause these riots. If you think about it, dude, they really did start the looting. They didn't make this nice fucking shit.
They made the easily breakable glass in the front of all these stores.
Except they keep the good glass for themselves though.
Oh yeah,
it gets deeper, dude. 'Cause that glass you can't break.
Right. They had the restaurants.
Yeah, it is crazy. They're still able to chill behind bulletproof glass. It's pretty shitty. If I walked in like a big impenetrable bubble in a black neighborhood, people would be like, "Hey, man, knock that the fuck off, dude. You can't." If I walked in like a bulletproof Technodrome, people would be like, "Dude, you can't be doing that."
Yeah.
But I've been trying to I'm going to start petitioning little like Chinese stores in the hood, just be like, remove the bulletproof glass now. I don't think it'll work. All right. Anyway, on to other things, dude. Well, no, man. Yeah, that sucks. That's actually, I never thought of it like that. That is like terrifying, like seeing what looks like third world level unrest.
It was kind of crazier than third world because it was so concentrated in that neighborhood. They really wanted to leave their imprint there. Granted, the next day, all the local like good people were out there. It was kind of crazy. They were all scrubbing the fucking sidewalks, the telephone poles, sweeping up the glass. I mean, the recovery was so fast, and that was just like the spirit of the neighborhood. But the damage had been done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Again, it's like if you watch your wife get raped, and then all of a sudden the doctor's just stitching her pussy back together again. You still know.
Now the analogy actually makes more sense now.
You still feel the stitches when you put it back in there. You know what I mean?
True.
It's scrapey.
Yeah.
They haven't disintegrated yet.
True.
Yeah. Again,
and obviously you're not going to wait.
right. Again, if there's anybody listening who watched their wife get raped, again, I apologize, but it's the perfect analogy.
If you check sometimes you check you check the graphics and shit on Libsyn and whatnot, and you do see like these weird little islands in the Pacific, and you're like, damn, who the fuck's listening from there? Yeah. Could be that guy, could be on that island being like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, fuck this.
Never again. Just being like, you know what? I'm not listening. This isn't for me.
Right.
I've gave this podcast a chance. It's not for me. I'm going to go do other
It
stuff.
was all fun and games until.
Yeah. Well, it is funny to think about, like, you get caught in those YouTube holes of like, there's been like moral decay and we've all fallen so far. And I was talking to my brother today, and it was kind of like a weird story, but on an unrelated note, mushrooms are getting way stronger now. A lot of people don't know this. Everyone's always like, oh, like weed used to not be that strong. Now it's stronger. Mushrooms are getting like 5 times stronger. So like now people get a gram of mushrooms, it'd be like you're taking like an eighth. So we were talking about that because he was actually testing out. He like tried these mushrooms. They ended up being like 2.5 grams. Ended up being what he was like. This felt like fucking a quarter ounce of mushrooms.
Totally.
And the whole point of that is like after it kind of broke, he was sitting there listening to like 60s doo-wop music for whatever reason. And he was like, dude, I just couldn't get over like this used to be, you'd be at a high school dance with the lady you'd probably marry on like your last hurrah before like hitting the army or a fucking factory. And that was your whole fucking life. Yeah. And I was like, damn, that does kind of make that music hit a little harder, dude. Yeah. Slow dancing with the one. You're like, I'm done. This is it. I'm in high school. Now it's total drudgery.
Yeah.
death, probably drudgery.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's not that anymore. All I'm saying is prom is bullshit now.
Right.
Prom was like a real thing. Like we were talking about prom yesterday. It's like prom was like a momentous occasion. Now it's like nothing, dude.
Oh yeah.
Anyone at prom, you
Yeah.
can hit him with like plus probably 15 sexual partners. That's nothing.
Yeah.
So
No doubt. And I've been going to these
I might
cities.
raise awareness at proms. That's like a bulletproof glass and be like, just so you guys know.
Yeah, the times have changed. They had nothing back then. You used to have to dial a rotary phone to get pussy back then.
Yeah, maybe get pussy. Yeah,
And they had to pick up. You didn't want their parents to pick up. Whatever. I mean, you know what I mean? Like there's a whole different time.
That would have been exciting though, to just like call. You'd have to call people and be like, "I have my naked penis." You'd have to basically autograph it,
or show up to
autograph
their
a dick pic.
Yeah,
like, my naked penis is out right now. I'm sorry, Mrs. Miller. My penis is out right now.
Or you'd have to show up with like a boombox outside of their actual house, playing music with your naked penis out.
You'd have to flash.
Yeah,
you'd have to flash women back in the good old days. Flashing's a wild one.
Crazy.
Flashing is
like a code or something.
I'd pay money not to show people my penis.
Yeah.
I can't understand when dudes just like, is it like do people who flash have like gigantic penises or something? I don't think that's the case.
You know, I've only sent one dick pic in my entire life ever, and I was very, very nervous about it. So what I did is you know how Bic lighters, like there's the normal size Bic lighter, and then there's that little Bic lighter. So for I think you already know where I'm going with this. So for what do they call it? For size, what's that called?
Scale.
For scale, I put the little Bic lighter next to my erect penis.
Genius, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
So it just looks like it's like a fucking forearm. Yeah. It's like one of the most brilliant things I've ever done.
It's a good move.
Yeah.
It's a good move. What was it like? So what is it like waiting the response for that? Because a normal text is like fucking pins and needles. But if I put my penis out there, I'd go.
Well, I
want some immediate feedback.
I knew I had an advantage using the little Bic. If I used the normal Bic, I would have been really nervous
like
about the response.
Barbecue grill lighter. Like, fuck,
it's just the size of the trigger.
Yeah, I might start getting into sending like dick pics to my wife. Now, because I can send her one like all in the minute. She can't really say anything about that.
Right.
It's totally fine. Because they try to say like it's bad now. That's not what stopped me. My incredibly small penis stopped me. I'm not saying it was like a moral stance against him. I just didn't do that. But
well, I mean, the only people that can really break into it, you know, the Chinese make these phones, and if they see your dick, that's basically a black cock to them.
True.
That's just massive.
Yeah, dude. I think it's a misdemeanor. Yeah, classy misdemeanor to send any basically nudity to people that is not requested.
Penal code.
It is a penal code, dude.
That's a perfect. Finally, a good.
Well, that's to a minor too.
Oh.
Can you get in trouble for sending dirty pictures of yourself? Sexting has to be legal. Texas. I'd like for someone to strike that down.
Yeah.
Someone's like, I'm hot right now. I was like, don't do this. Yeah, hit that one. Can you get in trouble for sending dirty pictures of yourself? That's what I want to know.
Sexting.
I'm about to send a picture of my butthole to my wife right now. get ready.
Yeah. Does she know what your butthole looks like exactly?
Dude, she has a weird obsession with my butthole.
Really?
Yeah, she's always asking if I have like anything up with it. Like we both had pretty vicious diarrhea. I was in Rochester 2 or 3 weeks ago. We brought my whole family up. Me and her just had like the most ridiculous diarrhea. If I'm on the toilet that much, I've been known to get a hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
So I get big boys too. So I was like, I'm washing my ass. I'm like, oh fuck, I know I have a hemorrhoid. She has to see it. I was like, no, you can't see it. She's like, just let me look. There might be something, and she has to just like check it and be like, yeah, there's a big ass hemorrhoid. You have like shit in there. I'm like, all right, get the fuck out of my asshole. She's obsessed. She actually taught me. I've talked about this before. She taught me how to clean my ass. I didn't know.
How do you do it?
You get a wet fucking rag. You get like a wet towel and you put soap on it and you're supposed to clean your asshole every day. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I had like
what?
A dog ass. Yeah, I had like a dog ass. No, I was just like you guys knew you're supposed to clean your asshole every day?
Yeah.
I thought you just wipe it. That's what wiping it was.
Oh shit.
I never cleaned my asshole until I was like 30. My wife basically like bent me over and cleaned my ass.
Wow.
I didn't know, dude.
Damn.
No one taught me how to clean myself. I didn't know.
Wow.
Who taught you guys how to wipe your
You were
assholes?
just itchy all the time?
Yeah, I always had an itchy ass, dude. I thought that was just like man shit.
Are you the oldest kid?
No,
Are you the oldest out of your siblings?
Middle of six.
Middle of six. See, I'm the youngest of 5. So by a lot, there's like a big gap.
They learned.
So my mom was like a very, very like black belt mom at the time. And she always made cleanliness a really big deal. But I have kind of an equivalent to that, which is she never taught me to drink water.
Oh, dude, yeah.
So I was raised like on like, Pepsi and Coke. And I literally, I'm not kidding, I was dehydrated until like 3 years ago. And I'm 39.
Dude.
But like I didn't know I was dehydrated the entire time.
You were just fucked up.
Totally.
Yeah, that kills you.
And I was drinking, especially in my fucking 20s at the Comedy Store where the Thai bartenders would literally laugh as they poured you a glass of whiskey. Like, drink.
Yeah.
And like we would. I used to, you know what I mean? Back in the day, we would have like fucking 20 drinks or whatever in a night. And I'd wake up kind of hungover. My body was just absorbing it. And I had no idea that water would have helped.
That got me in college. When I was in like my early mid-20s, I thought that people just drank like beverages to push food down their throats. I didn't know you needed it to live.
I think it's a Midwest thing, by the way.
I think it's like the Northeast.
Oh, okay.
So I was just kind of like
upstate New York?
Not like Philadelphia, right outside of Philly. So I was like, I was like, I thought you just like drink stuff to push your dinner down your throat. So I didn't know you're supposed to like hydrate your body either. And I told my mom, I used to try things where like my cousin tried to not sleep. My cousin was like, I don't think I need to sleep. And he like stayed up for, I think he did like maybe 48 hours and just fucking crashed.
Yeah.
So now I was like, yeah, you definitely need to sleep. And then when I was in my 20s, I was always trying to save money and shit. And I was obsessed with like trying to save up money. And I remember being like, I'm just going to not buy beverages. That way I'll just buy lunch and I'll save money on bevs. Like thinking I was like denying myself a luxury or whatever. Dude, I just didn't drink anything for like a day. And I got a splitting fucking headache. And I was calling my mom like, dude, my head is killing me. She's like, have you drank water? I was like, why? What the fuck is that going to do? And she was like, you need to drink water. And I was like, okay. Yeah. I looked it up. I'm like, yeah, you need that.
It's crazy. It's the most simple thing. It was never told to me.
No.
Never taught to me. And
dude, imagine if iced tea wasn't so delicious, we'd both be dead right now. Yeah. He would have been dried on the side of the road, just fucking like
from fucking uneducated dehydration.
I know. But yeah, dude, I got
And now, by the way, when I drink a lot of water, and for a while, I mean, I started doing hot yoga a couple of years ago.
Yep.
And I'm like, man, this hot yoga is the shit. I feel so good. Yeah. It's unbelievable. And it is. And it was. And it is. But I realized only when I'm doing hot yoga am I drinking a couple liters of water in a day.
Yeah.
And now, if I don't do hot yoga and I drink that amount of water, I feel like I have superpowers. Yeah. Because half of it was the fucking water. Just drinking water. It was just I didn't want to die in hot yoga because you sweat so much. You're like, I have to drink water.
So you're enjoying your blood like moving through your body. You're like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
It's not a thick paste.
Right, exactly.
What is it? Yeah, the hot yoga is crazy. I tried that years ago. I would have left. It was so hot in there. I was like, I was gonna leave. And it was just a bunch of like moms sitting there. And I was like, fuck, they can't be tougher than me.
Well, there's tricks to it. A lot of people like eat beforehand and you can't do that.
No, yeah.
Yeah. And it has to be water and it has to be like an hour before. You can't just chug it right before.
Yeah.
I see it happen to people all the time. But
there is something to like getting your like a fluid. It's like an oil change. You just sweat it. If I don't sweat for like a week, dude, I feel disgusting.
Totally,
it's gross. When you get that like oil change, you're moving the fluid. Yeah, it's nice.
I took a buddy, Keith Ray. He's a door guy at the Comedy Mothership, and he is just, I don't even know how to describe it. He was, I don't know. I think he's sober right now. Right now, he's one of those guys.
Yeah,
but
sober October, or he's like, oh, you're saying
he's like trying.
Yeah, I knew a guy. We're making fun of him because we're making fun of him because his dad was a drunk or his boss or one or the other, and he was like, he's not an alcoholic. He quits drinking all the time. And I was like, dude, are you fucking serious? He was like 18. He's like, he's not an alcoholic. He quits drinking constantly. Dude, like for real. I swear it was the funniest shit I've ever heard. It was his boss too, because we're like, your boss is a drunk, and he's like, my boss isn't a drunk. He's a good guy. Like he's a fucking drunk.
He quits drinking all the time. Oh my god!
It was like a dialogue, like a comedy scene. And he like stood by it. I'm like, dude, don't you understand that makes him an alcoholic?
Right. If you know that they quit drinking, if they're talking about how they're not drinking, that means they have a terrible problem.
Yeah, yeah. Not just the Lent. I know a lot of people. I got a lot of people in my family like, I'm not drinking for Lent. Lent's a big one. That's kind of like. Yeah, I got a lot of uncles white knuckling Lent. Just like, oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. But I took this homie Keith Ray to hot yoga. I'm like, you know what you should do? Because he's like, man, I want to quit drinking. I mean, his like, you see like black holes in his pores. Like he was like disgusting. And I'm like, you should come meet me here at this time. Blah 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 blah. And I show up and I had to like park kind of far away that time. And I remember because I was looking at the front door of the place, and I see a guy out there smoking a cigarette, like right out front of the front door, which in hot yoga world is kind of like, I'm like dreading. I'm like, oh God, this is my guy that I invited, and the fucking instructors
you never
know me.
smell cigarettes either, because he's gonna stink like that too.
Totally. And but long story short, he fucking did it. He pushed it, and he literally came out. He walked out, literally looking like 5 to 10 years younger.
Yeah.
In an hour.
Yeah.
Changed his. It dumped all of this fucking sludge.
Shit. Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, the worst is like I did that a lot for a while, and like you feel so loose and kind of light, and then like I would get angry and feel myself just be like, oh Jesus, no, and you turn back into your shitty self, and you're like, fuck, you know, I have a place right down the street from me I want to start going to.
Yeah.
Because that was like, dude, that was my favorite thing I've ever done. I've done jiu-jitsu for a while. That was cool, but it was like that was just, it becomes like an obsession.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the moves, dude. I just can't. They're like, your leg goes here, and I'm like, bro, let me try to choke you, man.
And then you're sore all the time.
You're fucked
your
all the
fucking
time.
neck hurts.
Yeah, you're all
the time.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Yoga is like nothing but just benefits.
Yeah.
Someone could come beat your fucking ass, but it's like whatever. Dude.
Yeah.
Someone can always beat my ass.
Totally.
Get a gun. That's the thing that crushes jiu-jitsu.
Right.
Dude. It's like, I got a gun.
Yeah. If you got hot yoga and a 9mm,
You're
you're good.
and your body feels great.
Yeah.
That is a fun thing to do.
And your brain feels great.
True. Yeah. You're not getting bludgeoned. Although it is fun. It is fun to wrestle.
Yeah.
It's fun to wrestle, but I can't do it, man.
I saw Keith's lowest point. They're handing out waters to homeless people, and they saw Keith, and they're like, here you go.
Oh, you know Keith, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
They gave him a water, and he was like, thank you so much.
I peeped the table though. In Philly, I'd have to walk every day. I'd walk back past this like table, like the homeless buffet, and I peep it. I'm like, what the fuck you guys? What do you guys got?
Mm-hmm.
It looks all right. It was like soup and hot dogs. I was always like, not bad.
Little hot sauce.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they had the condiment side, and I was kind of like, this isn't so fucking bad. I've thought about it before, of just getting out there, and it's like, well, it's got to be brutal. Just like, you know, like you were saying, like, you know, getting raped in like a tent and shit, whatever. That sucks. But like, once you get that down, it's got to be kind of chill.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Kidding me? No worries.
Kuna Matata. It's a totally Kuna Matata. It's a Kuna Matata. If you can do it right. If you can do it right. If you can keep like an abscess in check, if you have like a huge fucking hole in your leg
right,
that you shoot heroin, if you can get that thing under order,
and
just cop meals and like soak up sun rays, that's not bad. I see the draw. I see the draw. It's a lifestyle.
Of course,
it's a lifestyle.
Of course. Like if you were given like 2 lives, I would waste one on that. I would live this one as my like main life, and then I would just try all the drugs, live on the streets. There's food. I mean, it's crazy. The thing about Austin is, you know, people complain about the homeless here, but I mean, New York, LA, they're absolutely everywhere.
Yeah.
And there's migrants and shit, which are basically homeless people that can't even speak English.
True.
So, but what's weird about Austin is at some point, I found this out, some liberal, ultra liberal mayor took over and decided to put the homeless feeding place in downtown. So like
they call it a feeding place.
I don't know what it's called. I guess so. I call it.
I mean, it is a feeding place. Yeah, it is technically a feeding place.
Yeah,
that's the big thing down 6th Street.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the meals.
Yeah, that's the one.
They took the meals off wheels and put them in the building.
Yeah, and they put it right near fucking tourists. Like
the first time I came here, I was like, this is fucking nuts.
Right.
I just came right down to the creek and cave, in that whole area. I'm like, man, this is fucked down here.
And the creek and the cave, you know, they're wondering why they got such a good deal on it. Literally right across the street from the epicenter of it all.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, that is the place. So that feeding place, their trough, the human trough, you know, that's the whole thing.
Yeah,
so the reason why there's people down at like Congress and 6 is because they walked from the trough to there, and then they're heading right back.
And there's a ton of alleys right around there too, which are also perfect.
There it is.
Yeah, dude,
Look at them with the little rainbow font. Oh, nothing crazy here.
Is that the party?
Oh shit.
Dude, no way they're fucking bunking like that.
Oh shit.
See, dude, but here's the thing though. So like bright side in this, double helpings of chili. Now you're at the sleepover. That's 50 fucking beds.
Yeah.
There's so much drugs. That would be, I could see people making the most out. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to sound like, you know, like elitist or whatever, but like, I don't know, man. I feel like once you get your feet underneath, man, I feel like you could really you'd have some fun times.
Yes.
And then it's just like the worst shit you could imagine.
Yeah.
They're like, I can't even, Mondays or whatever must be like nasty shit, dude. Oh, yeah. Just dudes just drop it. Your boy would drop dead.
What's crazy is all these people know that they need to wash their ass.
Dude, I saw a lady piss on a bus stop when I was here, sat on a bench, pulled her pants down, pissed on it, and then she got up and wiped. And I was like, that's not bad.
I saw a video of a chick in Vegas sitting at a slot machine pissing. Can you look that up real quick? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh,
I could get into that,
dude.
though.
You're
I
gonna
could
love this.
probably jerk off to that.
It is kind of hot. Yeah, you're gonna love this.
Was she losing money? Because I don't think I could come unless she was losing money visibly.
Oh yeah, this is
Peeing.
the one. Look at this, dude.
Stop. Oh, she's like a rich lady peeing.
Oh yeah, she's got the nice purse
Stop,
on the
dude.
phone, just letting it rip,
No,
thinking she's being sly.
that's gotta be fucking Photoshop.
No.
She just fucking peed.
Yeah, just peeing in Vegas, baby.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah,
She's kind of starting to trend.
yeah.
Dude, what happens in Vegas, dude? I'm gonna start peeing and shitting myself.
Yeah, it's like a promo for Skankfest.
Yeah, true. How was that? Were you down there?
It was fun. Yeah, so
I
much
missed
fun. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's got to be because it gets bigger every year. So I imagine this year was just like fucking insanity.
Well, I do this thing. I not on purpose. My managers and agents always double book me for some reason, even though I tell them, I warn them, like, hey, keep an eye on Skankfest. Don't schedule me for that. But 2 years in a row, I end up going in on the Sunday.
Nice.
So
Did you pop in for that last day or something?
yeah, but I go extra hard to overcompensate for not doing the whole weekend. So I do like 2 podcasts and 4 stand-up shows and then a comedy jam at the end. Like
That's fun,
I'm
yeah.
an idiot. I end up getting like half sick every
Yeah.
time. Everybody was sick this year. It was basically COVID fest.
Yeah, I know. That's what I heard. I heard there
Yeah.
was like, there's always, unfortunately, there's usually there's a lot of like, drugs and stuff. There's almost always somebody who brings something back from there and kind of bites the dust.
Yeah.
But not their fault, but it's like you always. I would always hear rumors about that, like, oh, someone died, someone brought some shit back, died of fentanyl.
Oh shit, I didn't know about that.
I could just be making this up. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I heard that before, but somebody. I think I was just reading too many YouTube comments. It's like somebody died from heroin. I just made that up and put it out in the internet. But yeah, it happens. I know someone who lost 2 kids from
Damn.
coke, fentanyl,
Damn.
and then it was like the good kid from fentanyl.
Oh, terrible.
So
God.
shitty. So shitty.
Yeah, I don't do coke ever, but
Yeah, me either. I don't do that stuff, man.
Yeah.
I never did it too.
Me neither.
I've never done it, and
Me
everyone's
neither.
always like, "Dude," I'm like, "No, I had no interest. I was surrounded by it too. I used to sell coke when I was younger.
yeah,
I thought it was cool to do that because I listened to rap and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna sell fucking coke."
it seems like a theme is oblivious things that we didn't notice until we were older. But here's one for you: is that I didn't notice that everybody around me was on coke forever.
Oh no,
And
you're in
'cause
LA.
I'm like a late night guy. Like I like thrive at. I really don't wake up until like
Yeah.
10 p.m. So 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Those are like the hours that I'm really having fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, forever. I've always been that way since I was a kid. I couldn't sleep. I'd be watching Letterman when I was like 6 years old. Anyway, but like since I got to the Comedy Store, a lot of my favorite times, obviously midnight to like 4 a.m. And I'd be cracking up with people. All my favorite people were all on blow and I had no idea. And they like kept it secret from me because they all knew that like, oh, Tony's already got the energy. Like he doesn't, we better not, no one wanted to be the guy to get me hooked on coke. Plus I'm like an addictive personality, coffee and cigarettes all day. And bit of drinking at night.
Oh,
So, like,
it would pair. Yeah, that's why I'm so happy I've never done it. 'Cause
Oh,
it's
totally.
like coffee. I can hardly handle coffee. I'm super sensitive to caffeine. I still can't not have it.
right.
Coke would have crushed me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It would have annihilated
Same exact boat. If I feel like if I would have tried just a little bit once, I think about it a lot.
The little
actually.
bit is seductive.
Yeah.
Like just a teeny, because then you can draw the comparison. 'Cause there's that guy from Columbia University. He's a professor. He's like, I do heroin, I do coke. Coke's even cleaner than coffee if you can just do a tiny little bit of it.
Wow.
He's all about it. I forget this guy's name. He,
Well, if it's Columbia, I think that's a little bit different. Columbia and 6th Street are two
Yeah,
different things when it comes to cocaine.
yeah, dude. This guy just like he's like, there's nothing like a little bit of heroin by a fireplace.
Wow.
He's like, yeah, just fucking, it's like fair enough, man. Maybe.
And that, again, that does sound awesome. And from what I hear from 100% of people that have done heroin, there's absolutely positively nothing like it. Like,
Yeah, now that you're saying that, it's like, yeah, everyone does get a pretty good rap for being awesome. So
oh, yeah.
he's trying to say like, we can totally do this stuff.
Yeah. A 100% batting average heroin has over everything. And I've talked to some of my heroin addict recovered friends, and I'm like, okay, so let's say you just found out you won the lottery and you're getting your dick sucked and you're eating your favorite food at the same time. They're like, nope, nothing like it. Not even close.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's nothing like it according to them.
God damn it.
So that's another thing. Like if I had that second life, I would just be out there fucking
Yeah,
burning the
slam
spoon.
it. And then you get to get off of it and be like, guys, I fucking did it. I'm off this shit.
Yeah, nobody's ever really. Heroin's one of those things that they think about forever.
Yeah.
If they ever enjoy anything, they're like, wow, this is like 1% of heroin.
True. Yeah, I was researching the dopamine. Like, I was trying to figure out how much dopamine I get every time I look at my phone. 'Cause I'm like super addicted. I mean, I'm okay with it, but because I think like if you have a piece of chocolate, it increases your dopamine like 10% in your brain. I think meth is like 5,000 to 10% dopamine. Heroin's got to be even more. And it's like, dude, you're ramping up which is like supposedly like the enjoyment thing in your brain.
Totally.
By 10,000%. That is tough to come back from.
Yeah.
Because I'm not hitting 10,000% on anything. So I'm safe. Yeah. I can deal with like mundane shit and just be like, all right, this is fine. But yeah, it's oh yeah, hell yeah. Dude, you're fucking fast as hell, dude. Goddamn, Josh. Yeah. Look, that's neurons. I know those ones. It's a synaptic cleft.
Ooh.
Do you believe in that shit? That you have little balls of shit floating around between gaps in your brain shooting sparks at each other, and if you just fucking change the colors of the balls, you'll be happy. I wish it was that easy, man.
Yeah. More red, less blue.
Yeah, dude. I need more blue up here, dude. Yeah, I don't know. But either, yeah, I'm telling you, I tried to Google this. I couldn't find it, but I did see something, but I don't know. Oh, yeah, meth in the brain.
Did you know that 35% of all car accidents occur between 6 p.m. and midnight, and the highest amount of drivers involved in car crashes are people aged 25 to 34? That's probably you, dude. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They have over 100 law offices nationwide and more than 800 lawyers. Morgan & Morgan, I read that. With over $15 billion recovered, Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation. Morgan & Morgan has been fighting for the people for over 35 years. Chatting up with sweet baby girls is hard. Submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is easy. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. For more information, go to forthepeople.com/drenched or dial #law, #529. From your cell phone, that's forthepeople.com/drenched or #law, #529 from your cell. This is a paid advertisement, in case you're wondering.
You're a dude, and your home decorating choices are boring. Keep your walls looking awesome with metal posters from Displate. Displate takes just 20 seconds to install and won't damage your walls. Just pop the magnetic sticker on the wall, hang the poster, and you're good to go. You can even submit your own art to get printed for something totally unique and custom. Whoa. Personal endorsement, I look at this sometimes. I look at it and I go, things aren't so bad. Check out their officially licensed designs from Star Wars, Doom, West Ham, and more. West Ham. The soccer team? Yeah, there you go. Come on, you Hammers. Get the Displate for the Hammers. That's fucking cool. Save up to 34%. Save up to 34% off when you click the link in our description and get your ready to hang art. The discount will automatically be applied to your cart when you click our link. Use code DRENCHED when you visit Displate.com to get the discount. That's Displate.com/drenched or click the link in our show notes. So yeah, look at that. That could be in your apartment or house. You could have that. It sounds like thunder, so you can scare your cats and dogs. All right.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. The next time you want to eat your feelings or drink your sorrows, turn to BetterHelp. Their online therapy gives you a place to express your emotions, work through problems, and make important decisions with guidance. BetterHelp is entirely online and designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist. You can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Bill, how's BetterHelp helped you?
How's BetterHelp helped you?
I want to kill myself.
Yeah, but has BetterHelp made you feel like you don't want to do it?
I can't open up to them.
You can't open up to anyone.
Dude, don't tell us. Don't fucking dox where we're going. You're fucking doxing our route. Head into the fall season with a clear mind.
That's not a good personal endorsement.
Get a break from your thoughts with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/MSSP today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp. HELP.com/MSSP. Is there meth here too? Is it like, because I know meth is more West Coast, heroin's East Coast. Do they meet in the middle here?
I'm not sure what the fuck these people are on, but I don't think it's meth. They're a little bit slouchy. It's a little bit like,
that's good.
Yeah.
That's opiates to the masses.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, that shit out. And like, I was out in the Pacific Northwest and it's like, those dudes are tweaking out there.
Oh yeah.
Like every time I walk by them, I'm ready, dude. I'm like, dude,
totally.
It's a full street fighter
Both
fight.
of my older brothers live in Venice Beach, California, which again, when I was hanging out around there, really goofing around 15, 20 years ago was the most chill fucking, what's up, man?
Yeah.
So like hippy dippy, so cool, tie-dye everything.
That's
you
what
know
I thought
what I mean?
It's
It was
not
like
that.
California, like what you think of when you hear like a Red Hot Chili Peppers song. And now it is like a guy with an axe chasing normal humans. Like that is methy. It's methy out there.
We gotta have a
need
battle. We gotta have the West Coast meth versus the fucking heroin guys.
the
and
meth,
just
the meth people are
it'd
gonna
be the Vikings. It'd be the Vikings versus like the
this is war.
True.
The other people are just fucking.
Yeah, it would be like Vikings raiding Nepal. It would be it'd be a gruesome fucking battle.
It's marijuana and fentanyl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard all the coke here has fentanyl.
Yeah.
You got to test it. It just has to have the right amount of fentanyl.
To get you. Oh, you're saying the right amount to be good.
The right amount to be good. So the real
man.
coke guys have testers.
Oh,
They test
Jesus.
it.
See, that's the thing. For me, if I'm partying and I got to do like a fucking experiment in the middle of it, it's like I'm done.
Totally.
I'm going home.
Right.
I don't want to have to fucking like get a beaker and swish around. I mean, that
Yeah.
is kind of like sick ass shit from a movie, like Purple, and be like, puro, perfect, dude.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of where the fun stops for me, man. Where I'm like out at 2 a.m. trying to like remember the chemical indicator and being like, this is purple, I should be good.
But it's mainly rich guys that do that because the other people, you're wasting your coke testing it.
True.
Right.
So you can't do that.
You just got to
Exactly.
put it on the line.
And you have to remember
Respectable.
that a lot of these people are trying to like sober up. Like they're like,
Yeah.
oh, I drank too much. I need a little bit of blow to fucking.
Yeah, true.
So they're not gonna pull out a beaker.
True.
Those are the beaker people. The people that drank too much aren't pulling out the beaker.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is. I just, I'm such a fucking pussy with all this shit. That, like, I'm such like a health weirdo that I just can't believe it that like you roll the dice on that. You know, it's like, dude, it just drives me nuts. It's like, dude, what are you doing, dude?
Right.
Go to bed.
Yeah.
Go to fucking sleep.
Exactly.
Why would you want to counteract alcohol and be like, I need to be sober again because I got too drunk? And it's like,
I've
dude, go to fuck to sleep. Stop.
Never understood.
I don't understand it at all.
boggles my mind. Like you got drunk to get drunk, and now you want to sober up, and they're like, "Yeah, it's the best."
So you can
Just
drive
sober up.
home.
Yeah.
True, but I can do that. I swear to God, if I'm drinking and I can smoke enough weed where I can kind of like, I kind of do feel like I'm kind of floating. The last time I did that, I was in an ice cream place. Like I left the bar and I was in an ice cream place and I was like staring at the board, like, dude, get it together, pick something. And I was like, I'll have peanut butter crumble. And the dude's like, dude, that's a topping. I was like, fuck. I blew my cover. I blew my fucking cover. I was next to my wife. I was like, God damn it. God damn it.
Peanut butter crumble.
I'll have a peanut butter crumble. And he's like, okay, on what? And I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh man.
We should leave. Yeah. So, but I never understood that either. It's like, dude, just what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's 3 o'clock. I'm hammered now. I got to conduct business. It's like, dude, go to fuck home, man.
Yeah.
I need to snort. Yeah, I get it though. If you're getting sloppy and you continue to, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm happy. I think that never got its hooks in me.
Yeah, that's the whole point of getting drunk, is so that you go home and you fucking, eat some leftovers or whatever the fuck and fall asleep. Like, be gross.
Be shitty. Yeah, just be a slug and
It's better to
finally
just
collapse.
be shitty than to shove stuff up your nose so that you can be shittier.
Punch a hooker, I guess.
Yeah.
I might fight a hooker later. Let me be awake.
Yeah. It's better to like be drunk, go home and eat leftovers than to be drunk, sober up, go home and like cook an actual full meal and then go to bed.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Like what are you repairing yourself for?
I never understood it. Every time I saw it, I was just always kind of like, I know dudes who would do a lot of coke would also buy Xannies because they wanted that to like pass out.
Yeah,
But it's like, dude, sleep's the goal. That's every day. It's like, I'm trying to get to sleep.
Yeah.
You get to sleep, that's the goal. I can't imagine artificially prolonging that for your own pleasure.
Yeah.
I remember there was a lot of my friends got into drugs and we were in this apartment complex and this whole place was just like it was a nightmare. It was just all of these kids moved in near each other and they're all were doing tons of Percocets, pills. It turned into like heroin, coke, all this stuff. And there was these girls that like started taking Ambien and then they would take Adderall. Because like if you force yourself to stay awake on Ambien with Adderall, you start to like just lose your mind apparently.
Oh my god.
And they were trying to sell me on it. They're like, you should do this. And I was like, no, I don't even want to take Ambien to go to bed. I'm like, I'm good on all that. And they're like, dude, it's sick. And they're trying to, and then like 5 minutes later, one of the girls just collapsed, fell down. It was funny being that young where you'd see a person collapse and be like, huh. Just like, whatever, I'm out of here. This apartment sucks.
Right.
Just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just left.
That's what happened in Youngstown. All my homies that were just drinking beers ended up, it just goes, it's just one direction.
Yeah, that is crazy though, because I do get that though, because if you try, you're like drugs are bad, and you're like beer rules, and you're like weed rules, and then it's just like, bam, there is that level that hit you with that, and you're like, I'm functioning pretty well right now, and it's just like, yeah, you're a cokehead now, it sucks.
Yep.
Because that doesn't, you don't age out of it. I know I've seen that like pester dudes into their 30s where like, I knew someone who, they would do it here and there, all the blah, 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 and then it's like, you just assume they stop, but people don't. People become like 35, 40, and they're still trying to rip lines. And like I knew someone who got kicked out of their friend's wedding because they were just doing coke in the bathroom. And like their friend had to be like, dude, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
He got like someone discovered it and kicked him out, and he had to be like, dude, get it, go home, man.
Yeah. And You know what really sucks is the people that end up, doing coke after they drink. It ends up ruining drinking for them because then they can't drink without thinking about coke.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you can't drink anymore.
Yeah, true.
And you ruin drinking for yourself.
It's greedy.
Yeah.
'Cause there's no like Willie Nelsons of coke. There's no like charming 80-year-old just like a little bump. You know what I mean? You never see that.
100%.
You got to age into stuff, dude. And I always tell people like that's the ultimate sucker drug, dude. Coke is bad.
Yeah.
I don't know any good story. It never played out well.
Yeah. My older brothers, I'm so lucky to have a brother that's 12 years older than me and 16 years older than me. And we were supposed to go to Cedar Point one summer. You ever been to Cedar Point?
No.
It's the world's greatest amusement park. It's in Sandusky, Ohio. And I was like 8 or 9 at the time. It literally has the world's tallest roller coaster, the fastest roller coaster, the world's fastest standing roller coaster, the world's fastest sitting roller.
They claim a lot of records out there too. Like we have the biggest mall in the world. It's
it
like,
really
dude,
is.
Shut up.
It really is fucking nuts. Like
that's fucking
you can't
crazy.
tell the scale because everything is a record-setting thing, but
that's
it really
insane.
is. And
Jesus,
I was
Christ.
like, we would go every summer for one day, and
What the fuck is that thing?
yeah, that's the Top Thrill dragster right there.
So you just fall down that hill.
Oh, it shoots you, it launches you from the normal pace. It's a record-setting thing from the get. I think that's what that is, unless that's a new one.
Oh my
But
god.
that's the real shit. That map right there. Yeah, that's the shit. So that shows you everything. It's a fucking island with all these crazy rides.
That's sick.
The world's fastest wooden roller coaster up there, all this shit. Anyway,
$40, dude. You can buy that. I might put that in my house.
that's the shit.
That'd be a sick thing to frame.
But my brothers used to take me there one day every summer of the year, forever. And I was like 10 or 11 at the time, which would put them at 26 and 30, basically. And they lived in Columbus, Ohio at Ohio State.
It's like dads, basically.
Exactly.
That's kind of nice.
Totally was nice, especially when you don't have a real dad.
He split in half. He multiplied himself. He's like, yeah.
So one year, and when you're like 10, you're like, mom buys you an outfit for like a thing. So I remember I had like this like blue polo and blue shorts and new white shoes with white tube socks laid out. And we get a call. They were supposed to drive from Columbus to Youngstown to pick me up, a 2-hour drive. And then we were going to drive 3 hours to Sandusky, Ohio.
I mean, that's heaven for a little brother, dude.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Exactly. And I get a call. My mom goes, they want to talk to you, Tony. She like sounds sad at like whatever, 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. whenever they were supposed to pick me up. And I get on the phone and one of my older brothers goes, hey man, we partied a little too hard last night. I'm going to tell you something. We're not going to make it to Cedar Point today.
Oh no.
And it crushes me to tell you this, but the reason why we're not taking you to Cedar Point is because we did so much cocaine last night. And this is a lesson for you because there's nothing we would rather do. There's nothing we would rather do than to take you to Cedar Point. But we did so much cocaine. And this is a lesson for you. Don't ever do cocaine.
What?
Don't ever touch it. Not even a little bit. Whatever you do, never try cocaine.
So they had an intervention for you, basically.
At 10 years old. And I'm literally like, what's cocaine? But you know what?
They're getting their dick sucked. They're like, this shit sucks. All right. They're on the edge of an infinity pool. They're like, listen to me. Listen. We can never do this shit.
But to their credit, that
That's
shit
awesome.
fucking worked. It stuck with me forever.
That was very brave. Yeah, they totally didn't have to call you to do that.
Right. But it really stuck with me. So like
That's also, as young enough, that like burned that into your head too, because you have Cedar Park or Cedar Point, and you're just like, dude, that's crushing.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, now Coke, you're like, yeah, that shit actually sucks, dude.
Right.
You don't get to have fun.
It
when you do
literally,
Coke.
and I've thanked them probably 50 times each throughout my life.
Yeah.
I go, it's gonna, and I all the time. I literally go, thanks for that fucking thing, because I'm positive I would have tried it.
Oh, for sure.
Even post that, there's been so many ridiculous temptations.
Yeah,
Rappers, celebrities, famous comedians, just good friends late at night that are like, come on, just try a little. Wildly cool, successful people that are like, this is 100% pure. This is literally the best cocaine on planet Earth. Just do one little tiny, and it's on like a golden spoon with a diamond on it, and you're like, this wouldn't affect anything negatively. But and then the last second, I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
And it's all
You're
because of the
better off,
Cedar
yeah.
Point 10 years old fucking morning call, which was, traumatizing at the time, but ended up being correct.
For real, that was the move, man.
I never pictured them getting their dick sucked on the edge of an infinity pool. Kind of changes everything now. If I would have seen what they were actually doing at the time, I probably would have done it.
Also, they could have been standing over like a dead lady and been like, look, man. So
Yeah.
they could have not been that. They could have been like, bro, trust me, dude. We got it could be either or.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's my dad claimed that he had a trailer pull up to his house when he was a little kid, and this would have been in like the early 60s. And he said they had like a morgue on wheels where they let little kids walk in there and there was just dead bodies in the trailer, and like that guy did drugs, that guy did drugs, this guy did drugs. And he said his dad made him just look at dead bodies. He's like, that's what happens if you do drugs.
Wow.
So they were that strict about it when I was growing up. They were like, if I got caught drinking, I would get grounded for like a month. I got caught a bunch of times though. So I was like, I got caught back to back with smoking. If I got caught smoking weed when I was younger, which I did all the time, he was like, you're grounded for a year.
Wow.
Yeah. So that at least like, I think that kind of helped too. And I knew people in high school who got into coke, and I remember being like, nah, man, I'm good on that. I'm fine. And then I got to watch them so young get kind of strong. They had like a period where everyone thinks they're fine on coke, and when you're not doing it, you watch people kind of like escalate themselves, and you're like, I'm good on that shit. I'm
Right.
cool.
Right.
Yeah.
So few people can do it calmly and cool.
Have you ever seen a cocaine booger
No.
where they do so much coke that it burns their septum?
Oh no, dude.
And then when they take it out, it's like just blood, and it's just really their skin. It's all dead.
Oof.
And if they're really big coke addicts, they'll eat that booger.
Oh.
'Cause it's
No.
yeah.
I just got my deviated septum fixed, by the way. That
How'd
shit
you end up with one?
sucks, bro. I just
Yeah.
getting hit in the face, I think, constantly.
Hitting
They
the
say it
face.
can happen to like birth trauma too. They say like on the way out, you can kind of just because I was getting sinus infections, and my wife was going to it's the only thing I do health wise. My wife was going to ear, nose, and throat guy, and I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll go to one. I think my nose is fucked up. I went, and he's like, dude, you got like an 80% obstruction. It was on this side, and I used to play rugby and shit, so I know I got just waffled in the face a bazillion times, which they say that can do. They don't really understand either.
Right.
But so mine was fucked up from whatever.
Yeah.
But
It's just getting smushed.
it was
Yeah.
just like curved
Yeah.
from what the guy told me. It was like just got kind of curved over, and then like it like fluctuates during the day. Apparently, like 20 minutes, this nostril's open, this nostril's open. So I'd have like times where it's just I can't breathe at all because it was this one's turn. But yeah, the fucking surgery sucks, dude.
Yeah.
I watched that Rogan thing from years ago, and he's like, yeah, it's fucking nothing. And I was like, yeah, this will be sweet. I was fucked
Yeah.
for like 6 days. I was laying there like, dude, I must be the biggest pussy in the world. 'Cause I'm like, this shit sucks, dude.
One thing I've learned from being friends with him for a decade and a half
shit
is that
sucks.
if Rogan says it's easy, that means nothing.
It sucked, dude. I was like scared to do it, so I watched that like 10 times. Being like, it's easy. I know it's definitely easy. And dude, it fucking sucked so bad. I had silicone plugs in my nose for 6 days,
Ugh.
and it fucking blew, dude. And every time I'd swallow a sip of anything, my ears would pop and like fluid would pop out. It was disgusting.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
I tell people all the time. Everyone's always like, dude, it's like when they pop those out, it's just amazing. I'm like, no, my nose felt still shitty.
Yeah.
I'm happy they did it and like after months of it, but like, dude, that shit fucking sucks. Like it's cool to get air through your nose, but I'm almost like,
Did they put you out for that?
yeah, dude, they put me under.
Yeah.
They actually gave me fentanyl when I came out of it. They're like, we're gonna give you something for the pain. I'm like, what are you giving me? Like fentanyl, and I'm like, what? And dude, I was vicious. I was so mean. My wife came in. I mean, there was some stuff bubbling under the surface anyway, but like she came and picked me up, and I was fully just like, leave me the fuck alone, dude. That stuff is nasty.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was very, very like it was like I would try to talk and like my temper would just go fucking flying.
Wow.
I'm like, why did you guys? I was fine too. I didn't even like. I wasn't in pain. They're like, we're gonna give you a little something extra.
Well, they love it.
Blasting me. With
Yeah,
the
doctors
dude.
love trying to give you shit.
True.
Yeah, it's just a little something for the pain.
Dude, they're like, we're just gonna give you a little bit of.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is it? Like it's fentanyl. I'm like, what, dude? Stuff's got a bad rep. Right? Why are you giving me this?
Yeah, I had a wisdom tooth out. I've never been put under. I've never had a serious surgery.
It's
Even when
creepy.
Even when I broke my leg into 2 pieces, I got run over by a car.
Oh,
Yeah.
monster truck.
No, it was a chick driving a.
Oh no.
It was my girlfriend in high school, and she dropped me off at home, and my backpack was in her trunk, and she forgot that I was getting my backpack out of the
Oh
trunk,
my
and she starts
God.
backing up, and I'm like, oh shit, and I almost made it out. I almost fucking went back and pivoted, but just the back of my left foot got stuck under the tire, and it went all
How
the way,
bad
and
did it hurt?
it went crack
Ah.
completely into 2 pieces. And I was laughing. It was weird. Like there wasn't really pain yet
Really?
at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
just shock and
Oh.
yeah. But what the fuck was I just gonna say?
She got a license- she got a
I didn't
license
even
taken
take
away.
any pain pills for that.
What?
But when I got my wisdom tooth taken out, man, I can't remember when was it, like 13 years ago. Who gives a fuck?
They didn't put you under for that. They did local
No,
anesthesia.
no, I wanted to stay up for that too. I have a weird thing where I'm like,
Sicko.
I don't trust these fucking anesthesiologists
True,
for
it's
a
fucking
second.
creepy,
That's a
dude.
weird job.
They knock you right out, dude. And it's
I don't trust any of these motherfuckers.
True.
You know what I mean? You're on a fucking airplane. It's a bumpy landing. You're like, if that was an anesthesiologist, I'd be dead. Yeah, if you're a little bit off on that shit, you're dead. So
That's true.
I don't trust anybody.
And dude, everyone's different. My wife has a thing where she pulls herself out of anesthesia. So there's like everyone's body's different because they ask you like, have you ever had anesthesia before? Because they're that first time they don't know how you're gonna react.
Right.
She came out of her wisdom teeth. She was like on a thing that would have knocked me out. She came out of it and was just like and like started Godzilla, and they had to be like, dude, chill.
Yeah.
They had to cancel her surgery and she had to do the localized for. They got one of them out and she had to go back and do it all again.
Yeah. I went
Sucks.
local. They're just fucking shooting it up, and they pull it out, and the dentist or the oral surgeon goes, I'm giving you, these 10 pills. Feel free to, take one if you're feeling pain. It's just a little something for
What
the
was
pain. That's what they say. I can't remember if it was Vicodin or the other one.
Percocet.
Tramadol.
Tramadol's bullshit, dude. Don't get me started on tramadol. They took even that for my nose. That stuff is weird.
Doesn't work.
It doesn't. It's like they give it to dogs. It's like dogs. Because I told the guy when he did my nose, I was trying to hard ass it, and I'm like, no pain pills, bro. I don't want any of that shit.
Right.
And he was like, when I came out, they gave me tramadol. I was like, yes, please, I'll take that.
Yeah.
And it just makes you. I've taken Percocets. I've taken Vicodin before, and they're at least so. I see why people get addicted to those. Tramadol is unpleasant all the way. It feels like you're just on like a weird. I can't explain it, man. It's not. It's technically not chemically an opiate. It just like hits the part of your brain and makes it kind of like turn on an opiate receptor, but it feels weird. Feels like a dark, shitty, confusing. There's nothing comforting about it, which is probably why they're good to give people as not addictive at all.
Well, the thing that they gave me wasn't that. I think it was.
What year was it?
This was like 13 years ago.
Oxycontin.
They gave you the oxycodones or the Percocets.
It may have been
Percocets or Vicodin.
Vicodone.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't the cotton, or else I would have remembered that. But maybe it was
Oxycontin
oxycodone.
is oxycodone,
Right.
but it's just like
a cuter name.
Yeah, for real.
So I take a half of one. I'm like in pain a couple hours after the thing, a few hours after when the local thing runs out. And I took a half of one because I'm like, I'm kind of reactive to everything. I'm that guy where like really a shot of tequila and 4 hits off of a blunt, and I'm like already feeling it.
Yeah,
I'm like that guy.
I'm a sensitive instrument too. I don't need a lot.
Exactly. So I'm like, I'm going to take a half of one of these, my first pain pill of my life.
Nice.
And
Congrats.
I start immediately. Fucking 10 minutes later, I'm just sweating and smiling, and the feeling of just overall destiny comes over me. Of like, this is what you are meant to do. This is true happiness.
No.
This is you.
Thank God he took a half.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I immediately had the fucking sensibility to fucking take that ball. I dumped it while still on it, while literally just in all my glory. I dumped it in the toilet, fucking
Good for
flushed
you.
it. Because I'm like, this is everything.
Yeah, they say people are wired. I took them again. Like I had a friend who got real into them like very young, and I got my wisdom teeth out in high school, and he was like, he was like savvy enough to be like, oh, you're getting wisdom teeth out? I'll buy your script off you. And I was like, yeah, fuck it, I don't want these things. So he just like bought them off me for $200. Actually, it was the worst thing that ever happened to him, but he ended up having a bad deal with it. But
Rest in peace.
No, he's good. He's good now, but he had a tough time with that shit. But so then I was like, damn, I can make $200 with these things. I'm like, I'm gonna get some. We both were like mutually attracted to them for different reasons.
This is much better than not buying beverages.
Dude, I was like, fuck this is awesome.
Yeah.
But then I sold Percocets when I was younger, and he was like, you got to try them, dude, because I never tried them. And he's like, just see what they're like. And luckily they didn't. I took them, and I was like, I guess these are cool. I was itchy, and I remember taking a nap and feeling like I was like floating off of a futon and being like, that's kind of nice, I guess. But I remember thinking like, I'd rather have five. They were all $5 a piece. I was like, I'd rather have $5. That's not worth $5. It came down to economics for me. I was like, that's not worth $5 for me.
And there's nothing that,
But everyone's different. He took them, and
Yeah.
it was just like, again, he was like, this is it.
and I know this sounds lame to people that do a lot of drugs, but like there is nothing that people have described to me that I've not been able to obtain from smoking marijuana.
Yeah.
Either you're just a couple hits away. Like I've always been really lucky to be around great weed. My friends in Youngstown had the guy, and then when I went to LA, I mean, it was just game on.
Yeah.
Medical marijuana was just becoming a thing, and then legal marijuana was a thing. Again, this was fucking 21 years ago.
Yeah,
I
when that
moved to
first
LA.
rolled out, that's
Oh,
that's
yeah.
actually kind of cool.
So like you know, what the fuck? To me, I was fucking tripping my balls off on
Yeah.
this shit. Everything was hysterical. Watching fucking Fear Factor and South Park, cracking up. Like, I mean, to me, I'm like, it just doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah, that's what I always said. Because again, I like, you know, my friends got into coke. I remember watching that, being like cool on that. I tried Percocets, being like, I don't really like. Yeah, for me, it was like a couple beers and a little bit of weed. I was like, that's perfect, man.
Yeah.
But I guess everyone's brain's different. But yeah, I remember thinking like, what else? What are you trying to do with this, man?
Yeah.
You can kind of have a good time. You can function. You can do stuff.
Totally.
I remember watching dudes just like sweating in an apartment on Percocets. Like, oh, I haven't slept in a week. Can I get some more? And it's just like, Jesus
Crazy.
Christ, brother. Have smoke some. Yeah, I always said that too. It's like smoke some fucking weed.
Yeah. Watch South Park.
Yeah.
Lemmy Winks.
But I think the opiates specifically hit people who have been like with like the heavy emotional abuse. It's like just a weighted blanket, and it hits them, and they're just going finally. Because there's dudes that get, if you get too ramped up in childhood, you don't know what being relaxed. Like you think you're relaxing, but your brain's just going. Just, like they test kids for what is it? Not adrenaline, cortisol.
Yeah.
Because there's kids that like I went to school for social work, and like they teach you about like identifying kids like who have problematic backgrounds, and there's kids who will be like, you know, lighting shit on fire, punching people. It's like, all right, your shit's probably fucked. Then there's kids that withdraw inside themselves. So you think these kids are fine. They started giving them cortisol tests, and there'd be kids who are quiet, not moving. Cortisol's through the fucking roof.
Right.
So these dudes come across a fucking, you know, an Oxycontin or whatever, and they're just going, their body for the first time goes, oh, thank God.
Right.
And it's like, dude, you can't compete with that. You're done.
Yeah. Cortisol's the fight or flight response.
That's part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like the stress hormone.
Yeah.
And if you're like you're in your mother's stomach, she was like fighting people at a bus stop doing drugs. You get out, and it's like you're getting abused from the time you're an infant, and then you're like 13, and someone hands you that. Your body finally goes, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
You go, what was that called again?
Yeah.
What is this thing? And you're fucked.
Yeah. Were you on Ritalin as a kid?
No, I should have been. I wasn't on it. Actually, I don't know if I should, because I took Adderall in college, and it didn't make me focus. Everyone's like, it calms me down. I was like real social in the library. I'm like, this shit sucks.
Yeah.
I crunched the time release balls. I remember being like, yeah, someone was like, just, yeah. But that was never my thing.
Yeah.
I got manic on that stuff. So maybe I didn't have ADD. I don't know how the fuck it works. I think I do have ADD.
Yeah, it's weird looking back on it. Like they say that it's supposed to calm you down if you're hyper, but what the fuck are they talking about?
I don't know.
It's like they were taking the hyperactive kids and giving them fucking meth.
They do say, and I've heard people say like, yeah, it just makes. I knew people who would get quiet from coke. They snort coke and like it gets me kind of quiet. So like maybe I had ADD.
Right.
But also it's like, I don't know. I don't know how that is another one, dude. You got to stop doing that at some point.
Yeah.
Like you can't, if you're like a kid, you can't just, if you can keep taking Adderall in your 40s, but it dehydrates you severely, and it's like.
They put me on it when I was a little kid.
Oh, so you were on it.
Yeah, they put me on, and I'm pretty sure it fucked me up for life. I'm pretty sure like the coffee cigarettes thing comes because I'm a recovering, without even knowing it, meth addict, basically. And what's crazy is that it like caused more problems, I think, than it solved, because I did have a lot of energy. You know, I was like a bastard kid.
Which is good though.
Right.
To have it. I don't understand why you don't want kids to have energy.
I know. And so like the thing is that at school they would call you over the loudspeaker after lunch if you forgot to go to the office to take your pills.
Whoa, like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, dude.
Yeah. And
Jesus,
except
man.
you're at a school with like hundreds of kids, so the entire school could hear who forgot to take their medicine, which was like everybody.
Yeah,
because we're all a bunch of
spaz parade.
Yeah, exactly. It's just an all-star lineup of fucking crazy kids, and it like caused so much stress that it was like embarrassing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, fuck, man.
They would call you down and like come get, and you have to
Over
leave
the
class,
entire,
man.
it wasn't
God.
just like specific to that classroom. It was like over the entire announcements. Like, you know, tomorrow we are going to be having the football, whatever, the pep rally, and also Tony Hinchcliffe come to the office.
Come get your happy pill. Come get your special pills.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that would suck. I would have been jealous though, knowing myself back then. I would have loved to have walked through the hallway and been like, psh. Society can't fucking hold me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of like little tiny traumas that I think.
I
never realized until I was older.
Well, people didn't even know that was a thing. People didn't know you could alter your brain chemistry pretty much forever by being severely stressed when you're, because everyone was, coming out of nature. That's how your brain works. You're just severely stressed, and it kind of shapes your responses.
Yeah.
And now the last like 15, 20 years, they've been starting to be like, oh, everyone's severely fucked up.
Yeah.
And like people are fucked right now. And they're just figuring it all out. There's a book, The Body Keeps a Score, by, everyone talks about it, Besser Van O'Clock or whatever his name is. This guy was a goat psychologist, and they pulled some bullshit like Me Too-ish kind of stuff on him, where it was like he was inappropriate. Dude, this book, for anyone who like likes this kind of stuff, it's like the like in psychology, there's like a trauma focused field, and it's like, I think it's one of the most important things anyone can like learn about at all, who like somewhat feels like their mind might be somewhat out of sorts, which is probably pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy the stuff they talk about, how like you get just zapped as a kid, not realizing it. You build your whole personality on these like marbles, and they just get like irritated throughout the day, and you're like, what?
Totally.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. But yeah, dude, they talk about like your body, even like in soldiers, like there was guys who would like, they would have like a verbal tick because there was like a thing that happened. They'd be replaying subconsciously in their mind that had to do with their right arm, and you just like process it out, and their arm stops moving. It's fucking crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, there's like there's a thing coming out now with like people physically massaging this stuff out of you, which is, I mean, that'd be cool if that worked.
Yeah.
That'd be the ultimate heavy ending at the end of it.
Yeah.
They just relieve your childhood trauma, and then they just fucking fab you off. That'd be the
So
best.
much cum.
That's for you, Dad.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Dad. Yeah, it's just whispering, your father can no longer get you. Between that and the lady peeing at the fucking slot machine, that's 2 hard comes. Seeing her lose like
Yeah.
$1,500.
Oh my God.
Well, shit, dude, we did an hour and a half, man.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that fucking flew.
Wow.
It's always awkward at first. I'm always worried when I'm podcasting that my face is doing like terrible things, or I'm sitting across from someone being like, and I don't
Yeah.
realize it, but hopefully I didn't do that with my face.
Yeah.
It's a concern of mine. I got to stop microdosing mushrooms. I don't think it works. I think I'm plugging- I think I'm just
Everybody's
plugging out.
doing it now.
Dude. It does. It's good. It is a good thing,
Yeah.
but like you gotta make sure you have to test them on days where you're not doing anything. But then you'll get new ones, and so I give myself like a 2-hour window where I'm like, all right, because like the onset will throw me off. It crushed me today. Some guy had to come help hang a TV, and I was in my house like a tall, slim Texas man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't look at my fucking arms. I had
Oh,
to hold,
wow.
I had to hold the TV up for the guy
Oh
because
shit.
I was in a rush. I didn't want to be late, so I was just like, he was like, I'm gonna have to unscrew it. I'm like, I'll hold it, dude. Just go ahead. I'm like, these mushrooms are kicking in. I'm like, some fucking old man sweating, screwing it in. I'm like, just go, dude. I gotta go. Go on.
That's amazing.
Everyone is doing it.
Everybody's doing mushrooms now. At
Little
the
bits.
at the mothership, this is some inside information, but I'll leak it. Everybody's on fucking mushrooms now.
You heard it here now.
So like everybody's on mushrooms for months, and I'm like, okay, so like I was doing mushrooms here and there, nibbling on them, and then one night I see Ron White with this like white vial of stuff, and he puts something under his tongue, and I'm like, what's that? He's like, it's liquid LSD.
Oh God.
And I'm like, what? You're just doing that? He's like, yeah, you want some? And I'm like, nah. And I like held off. And then I saw Duncan do like 2 vials the week later. He's like, Ron, can I have some of that stuff from last week? And like, so then I'm like, okay, if Duncan's doing 2, I'll try 1. And I had the fucking time of my life.
From the LSD.
Oh man, it wasn't what I thought it would be. It wasn't like all like,
It was like a microdose?
It was just pure happiness.
Oh, that's nice.
Pure joy.
I do have I have LSD. I have like a thing set up for microdosing, like in like the alcohol, like where it's kind of like, what's it called, volumetric dosing. I've been too nervous. I'm gonna start incorporating that because
Yeah.
I gotta.
You know what it was? It was
Back off
all.
mushrooms.
It was everything that I love out of mushrooms, without any of that like
That's
that
what
like,
that's what I was-
creepy stomach fucking.
Yeah.
I think I ate too much. I'm like my own doctor sometimes.
Yeah.
My theory with mushrooms is that my dad ran an Italian restaurant. My mom made the best spaghetti sauce that like even my dad always tried to get her recipe. Her sauce literally like causes arguments in the family because she'll make it for some people's birthdays and this and that. Literally, it's unbelievable. You hear the stories of like, dip the bread in the sun.
Yeah, that
it's
sounds
that
fucking good,
again.
yeah.
It's like the heroin version of that.
yeah.
So, my theory is that I don't have stomach problems, but my theory on mushrooms is that it hits me crazy because like I burnt away from the acid of
From
the
the stomach,
tomatoes
yeah.
forever because I would literally eat my mom's spaghetti sauce fucking 5 meals a week.
Yeah.
So I have a theory that like mushrooms kind of hits me weird because it just feels that way. It feels like it just goes
Yeah.
an explosion.
It-
There's no real microdose for me.
It hits you, yeah.
Yeah.
That's weed hit comes on. You at least know, like, oh, an edible's kicking in. Mushrooms are more subtle, especially when you're taking low doses.
Yeah.
So, like, I was sitting there today and I could feel it. I'm like, oh man, dude, this like, let me chill out. Let me collect my thoughts. I sat down to do like a little meditation,
Yeah.
and I was sitting there and my eyes were closed, and I'm like, nope, this is worse. And it was
Yeah.
like, you gotta go do something, busy yourself, and
Yeah.
you start to go down the rabbit hole of like, all you ever really do is busy yourself. You're thinking like, shut the fuck up, dude. I got stuff to do today.
Story of
I got
my
stuff
life.
to do today, dude.
Daily shit right there. Yeah, Joe was telling me because I told Joe, we've had this talk a couple times actually, where I'm like, I can't do edibles at all. I can smoke blunts with Snoop and with fucking Doug Benson and with Willie
Yeah.
Nelson, all this shit. I can hang with anybody
Uh-huh.
smoking weed. blunt after blunt. I have 3 blunts in my pocket right now in a special container.
Yeah.
But I cannot have the smallest amount of edibles. And he explained to me that there's actually a chemical that's in our system. It's some long
liver.
fancy word.
It changes it
And
from
some
one
people
thing.
have it and some people don't.
Bro, the edibles. I used to be all about them, but like, dude, it's especially now too. They hit me. If you can take edibles that are in an alcohol tincture, and then it kind of like it kicks in faster and more. You don't wait like an hour and a half and it hits you at once. It kind of gradually onsets, but even that, it'll get away from you. Where it's like,
I don't do anything anymore. I don't do the 1 milligram.
No,
I
I'm
don't do
telling
the
you.
0.5 milligram. I have given up altogether.
Yeah, they're honestly, I
It's-
was way into them for a while, and like you just might as well just take mushrooms. If you're gonna do a weed
Exactly.
edible, just take mushrooms. In my opinion,
Exactly.
weed edibles fucking crush.
Right.
I'd be in a bathroom, like just being like so zoned out that I'd have to be like, I would forget I was in a bathroom, and I'm like, how's this help? This isn't helping me at all.
That's how all of my edibles
severely-
ended up. It ended up with me on the cold bathroom floor. And it's better to just have a bad trip on mushrooms than it is to always have a bad trip off of edibles. You kind of sound like a pussy, especially back then before this, like everything's measured out medical
Oh
thing.
yeah, dude. I used to make them myself.
Right.
Dude, that's when I figured out. So I used to make like cakes because I sold weed. So I had like a ton of fucking weed, and I would make these big cakes. And it was again, no one knew what fucking milligrams were. So I'd have all my shake, like a
Right.
1/4 pound of shake, and I'd cook it into a cake, into like butter and whatever. And dude, I remember being 19 and like eating. I was just eating this cake, and I didn't know it would work. So I'm like sitting there, I'm eating it. I'm like, nothing happens an hour later. And then like, dude, and there was no, like, I couldn't look this shit up. I like heard it takes a while. So I'm like, all right, I'll be patient. I walked around my block once. I'm like, nah, this stuff's bullshit. Gobbled it, dude. And I'm on 95 in my truck with this whole cake. Like, I'll just bring it to my friend's house. Hits me. I felt like I was in claymation, just driving. Like, what the? It had to have been like 1,000 milligram edible.
Yeah.
And I get to my friend's house. I give it to them. I'm like, guys, try to be. And they just gobbled up. And I remember sitting there for the first time, like realizing I was an animal. And it devastated me, dude.
Yeah.
I've never recovered. I was 19 years old. They all went out and like did shit. I'm like, I'm gonna stay here. And I like was just thinking about birds that sit on telephone wires. And I'm like, that's what I am. Yeah. And it just fucked me, dude. I couldn't get over it. Still to this day, I'm like, motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
A fucking animal. It sucks.
Crazy.
It's pretty wild.
If you don't have the thing to handle those, then it's just fucked up. All mine ended up with my side of my head on the bathroom floor, and I'm like looking at like the grouting or what's it called? The
grout.
tile grout.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what is, where is, what is? Like, it was like I couldn't even like finish questions. It was just
How did
horrible.
they lay it down in the fucking
Right.
pattern? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you were just doing like pre-verbal, just
Oh, just the dumbest, simplest nothing. And my mind is blown outside. Right? It's like the grout. How do they measure it? They put it there? Is there like a measuring? What? It's just
That's the
terrible.
worst. The worst part about weed is when you actually do have a profound insight that you forget, and then you go, "What am I doing? What's going on?
Yeah.
I figured it all out. Where am I now?" And you go, "Oh fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
It's what time is it?" And you're like, I'm not a fan."
Well, that's the thing with like my writing process is super fucking weird, which is, really almost everything that turns into a stand-up thing with me is between midnight and 3 a.m.
Really?
And I have to literally, it used to be I would try to remember to write it down,
Mhm.
and I always would go, this is so good, there's no way I'm going to forget this. And that's
yeah.
what happens 100% of the time you forget it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
now-
hear people all the time like, "You're not gonna." I'm like, "Dude, fuck that. I've forgotten good stuff. I've forgotten good stuff all the time. You have to write it down."
Well, now I just have my right-hand man, like my producer,
Mhm.
who's almost always within a reach to me. Like I'll like literally be like, Yoni, write this down, da 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 da,
Oh,
and
that's
it
kinda nice.
literally has paid for itself. Yeah, having
nice.
another human to write it down is a whole
For real,
different
dude.
thing.
Did
And-
you ever get into sci-fi with like Robert Heinlein wrote Stranger in a Strange Land? But I remember reading one of his books, and like he got a lot of money writing books, but he just eventually started dictating books. He had a guy sit there and he'd be like, "Once upon a time," like, "Come on, fucking write the shit," and he would just
Yeah.
talk, and he started just talking book. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
that's got to be the sickest shit in the world.
yeah,
That's gone to the top 10 stuff of just getting chicks wet, dictating a novel to another person and being like, "I'm tired." Just
Yeah.
letting, it's awesome.
yeah,
That shit rules.
yeah.
I've just gotten to the realm of like paying people, because before you're like, "I'm gonna lose all my fucking money. I can't pay people anything." Now I have a bro, and he doesn't. I explained it to my wife. She's like, "What does he do?" And I'm like, "I pay him every week when I need him. I call him.
Yep,
Sometimes I don't need him for a couple weeks, and that's fine.
yep.
But when I need him, it's worth every fucking penny. To be
Yeah.
like, bro.
Life-changing shit.
It's
he
cool.
literally pays for himself.
Yeah, dude.
In fact, he doesn't know this, but I make way more money than I even pay him for.
You need to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have to fire him.
But I give him raises every like 3 to 6 months, and he
And
can't
that feels
believe
good
it.
too. Yeah. You get to be like, I can somehow give you more money. So
Yeah.
here, have more money. And they're like, oh my God.
Right.
That is a nice feeling.
Yeah. It's
You're like,
amazing.
oh, it turns out I didn't starve or die, so you can have a little more money. They're like,
Right.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I hope this doesn't blow up in all of our faces, but we'll keep
Yep,
going.
it's working for now.
Yeah. Well, dude, thank you so
Hell
much.
yeah,
That was
thank
awesome,
you.
man. For
Fun
real.
times.
Appreciate you.
Welcome to Austin,
Thank you,
Texas.
man.
A lot of fun times ahead.
I'm pumped, man. Thank
Yeah,
you. Appreciate
absolutely.
you. Josh,
Thank
sign off. But do you want to plug? You guys want to plug? Josh, plug anything? I'm going to be. Sorry, I don't want to ask you.
When does this come out? I got a huge, crazy tour that I'm in the middle of and
rip it up.
announcing, and it's all happening. All the dates are at TonyHinchcliffe.com, and also newly announced Vancouver, Portland, Seattle, LA, Denver, Cleveland, Pittsburgh.